Welcome once again to the Dredging Seal. I am your captain, the Bellmaar. Whoa! I realized I was unmuted on my own end. Ah! We're going off beautifully, aren't we? Aha! Welcome, everyone,
Beautifully.
to... Welcome to the RWBY TTRPG presented by Paradigm. The lovely art you see before you is very distracting. Oh no. This is fine. This is fine. This is Grimm-moir, the my own creation of a fustercluck in this system of a TTRPG. But to be clear, this is a pre-established system made by Paradigm on Reddit. We are running everything through Roll20 today. So expect some minor scuff. With me today, I am the headmaster. So I am Bellmaar, the headmaster. With me are Carrion Almagia. We have Big Knowah.
Hello.
We have Summer Sky VT.
Hello.
And we also have one who's a minor late.
Let's have
Yes,
a
we
goat.
do.
Yeah.
Yes, Alva the
And
goat.
we also have our resident tech support.
Yes, our resident tech support. He is not going to be showing up. He's going to be our man in the shadows, dear Shadonis. So,
You can see him on the D&D screen.
yes. So yes. He will be the one. He will be the man under the stage. So, he's the one basically running everything, making sure it's going to go smoothly. And
I just had never heard under the stage before.
yes, it's
Normally it's behind the stage.
Or if he's filming it, usually I'd be in front. Yeah, he's like the Atlas of the stage.
something like that. It's a very hefty stage. Anyway, I mean, as much as possible. I you know. So, because we are still going to be holding off a little bit for jumping directly into the campaign right off the bat, we are going to be doing a little bit of introduction. So, to start off, I will present the setting. We will be in the city of Mistral. This is going to be about 15 years before the events of RWBY, of the series of RWBY. There are going to be some things which we are going to be experiencing in the city of Mistral that may or may not have been overlooked. We're going to have a very, very fun time there, but we are going to make sure that everything that we do is not going to be, we're not going to destroy the city of Mistral, but we might try. I don't know. That entirely depends on the players and how they do. So, with it being in the past, do keep in mind that there may or may not be some things that were not really touched on, but we are still going to be exploring as best as we can. So, we do have a list of rules, which I will be rattling off. This is for everyone in the chat to keep in mind. First, there will be no explicitly graphic content. However, this will still be recommended as 18+. I will not be policing the players, but this does not extend to chat. The moderators will be the ones keeping everyone in check. Also, standard stream rules do apply. So if you, no matter who you are watching, remember that you are following their stream rules, their basic stream rules. We will adhere to the world of Remnant as best as we can, but we are not perfect. We may miss some things. So anyone who says that's not how that works, you will be timed out. That's going to be precisely what will happen. Do not do any of that nonsense. We're here to have fun. Having someone doing that, that's not fun. We are all new. What?
Share chat's not on.
Oh, I thought I have share chat on. Why is
It's not on. Now it's on.
it said shared? Everything was shared. This is no stuff.
I don't believe you.
Yeah,
I apparently
you shared
it with myself.
shared
Okay,
your
you know
chat
what?
with yourself.
I am sharing chat with myself. I'm the most important one here. I'm the headmaster. Wait, look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Hoo-yee.
Quotes aside, continue on. All good. We are all new to the system. Mistakes will be made. Rules may be missed, bent, or broken, but any ridiculing of players or the headmaster will be met with another timeout as well.
What if it's players ridiculing the headmaster? Sorry, I'm
I'll
sorry.
fire
I'm
you out
being
of the cannon.
I'm being too funny. I'm being too funny. I should let you get all this done. I should let you get all this done.
He's already
No
given
worries.
out threats to Carrion.
I will.
I'm being too
I
bit of
will
a
fire you out
jokester.
of the cannon so quickly, you won't know what gravity feels like.
Yeah.
You
Don't
are
make
on
the
the
DM
you are
mad,
on the
Knowah.
seal.
I mean,
I will kick you off right between the butt cheeks.
oh
Right
no,
there. And then shoved right off.
that's where I have the most padding.
Moving on.
While you're doing that, I will be right back.
Yes. Next rule. Do not backseat. So do not backseat. These characters are an extension of the players. The players can make their own decisions. Any unprompted backseating will be met with a timeout. That also applies to the headmaster, myself. If you are going to go, no, don't do that. What? That was a terrible decision. I am the captain. I am the headmaster. You will be expelled through a cannon. Chat may be read by the players at their own discretion, along with fulfilling redeems, but do not intentionally attempt to distract the players or disrupt the flow of the game. The players can do that well enough, as you can already see. Then, finally, most of us have experienced the world in one way or another. So we have experienced RWBY either by watching the series or by some other means, through the games, whatever. But not everyone has. So this will not be spoiler-free, but you do not get the right to spoil anything in the chat. Spoilers will be met with a timeout at the mod's discretion. I know that Shadonis has watched a significant amount of the series. Carrion has watched the entire series.
Jesus Christ, Carrion.
Yes.
I was gonna say something, but that's just powerful dedication.
He
mean-
basically did an entire college project writing everything down for me. So I would get everything I needed to understand before everything I need to understand before writing it. I mean, either
For
or,
me,
really.
for me, I don't care about DMs. If someone wants to spoil something, do it through whispers. For me,
Yes, that I think that will be the best way to do it. If it's like if someone
'Cause I also know the least about Remnant.
No, I definitely know the least. I hate to hate to steal that from you.
I've seen maybe 7 episodes, and
I've
only
seen
like
one.
half of them.
I've seen single one.
Okay, okay, you know less than me, but I don't know much more than you, Knowah.
Yes, I don't.
Honestly, if anyone has any questions about Remnant, Carrion is the one to ask. So if there are any, I I am willing to suspend disbelief, suspend the game for a moment if a serious question is asked about the world, just for the sake of clarity. Right. So yes. If I am the headmaster, then Carrion is considered as Glinda Goodwitch.
It's a provost.
Yes. So that is essentially what we are going to be going off of. um so yes.
Honestly, Shadonis, that may come into play later on.
I would say so. I mean, we haven't had anything explicitly saying otherwise that gravity is different, but Remnant is a world that is different from our own, so you never know.
I've seen too many game theories.
For
I've
the
seen
most
too
part.
many game theories.
Da Vinci?
I know stuff. I know stuff that can happen when there's too much gravity.
What the hell is that even English? I don't even know what just what those half of those words meant.
Are we doing the introduction of characters?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
I
I'm
have
new.
missed in my chat, apparently. Yeah, under viewers, missed is here.
Oh, damn. Spoiled again.
I did. I definitely did. I got by it like at least 7 times midstream. And the thing is, the mod pack didn't even have all the mods. It was missing like 3 mods.
Alrighty. So
Got some dude
IT support.
Dude from Spectrum.
from off the street.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I hate to be this guy, but I still can't click on my dang character.
Why are y'all in here?
Oh.
I'm just wondering why you guys are in here. I'm just wondering why y'all are in this VC.
Yeah, we don't think Shadonis has it, because I know for sure Bellmaar, Carrion, and Knowah have it, and me.
Have what? The ellipsis to the
streamer
other thing?
streamer role to go to the streamer get
Ah.
together VC.
Uh,
Technically, it's okay if you move Shadonis because Shadonis is not going to have. Yeah.
yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave that. I was just wondering. That's why. Okay, see ya.
Okay. Thank you, Fairy, for helping us with that part. Everyone go to the streamer get together. And
Hello?
we are here.
And then can we move Shadonis? There we go.
Yep. Yeah, since Shadonis isn't in React. Also, is Shadonis live?
Yes. Shadonis
He
is the one who is handling my POV. So my stream is essentially being run from Shadonis may need to. The Fugies have disappeared. Behold, Scuff!
Oh yeah, they've disappeared on your stream. On Carrion's they're there. I don't know about Knowah's, but on mine they're still there.
Oh yeah,
Bellmaar, did
mine
you
still work.
try disconnecting then reconnecting?
Hmm?
Oh right. If Shadonis is running your POV, then okay.
I said that previously.
I didn't realize that. I thought yeah. It's either this or have someone randomly join our stream.
Well, how about this? Um, right, but oh, that is fair. That is fair.
I am in your server. As long as you don't do
So-
we're not in stage would work, never mind. And I don't have groups.
Uh,
Main
Well,
stage streaming.
while that's getting figured out, could I have some help figuring out how to click my character?
oh yes. With
I know, but like I
Oh.
can't open my dang character sheet.
okay, so did you see what I shared in the chat last night for you?
Yes, and not only did I clear my cache, I'm also on an incognito tab.
I think that's the problem.
Well, I wasn't on an incognito tab before, and it still didn't work.
Oh. Hmm.
Let me see if maybe Google can help me with this actually.
Huzzah! It should. Yes. Alrighty. No. So yes, as you can see, this is we're still trying to work out a decent few of the chinks in the armor, as it were. So, thank you all for bearing with us. We will, once everything is actually fully established, we will actually do more with the delve more into it. So, thank you very much for bearing with me.
I woke up 20 minutes before I woke up 20 minutes before we were supposed to stream.
Which understandable. Understandable.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting to wake up at for stream at all. I went to bed at 2 and normally I sleep for like 12 hours. So
Also
I was
understandable.
surprised to even wake up.
Bro, it was my damn ad blocker.
Ah,
Ah.
okay, okay.
Oh, your ad blocker must block pop-ups, and this counts as a pop-up, so that's why I was
Yep.
blocking it.
That will do it.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had to
I can't believe
turn
you're
off
making me
lock up.
download ads.
Which ad block are you using, Noah?
I was using, I think, AdBlock Plus, which I know is not the good one anymore. I know you need to use like uBlock Origin
Currently,
or whatever.
uBlock Origin Lite is currently the best free one.
I'm too old for this shit. God damn. I remember when it used to just be AdBlock and you were cool for having AdBlock at all.
Yeah, uBlock Origin, the normal one used to work, but then there was an update for Chrome, so then it doesn't work. So now Lite is now the best free one.
Yoki doki.
All right, I think that should be most of the. That
Hey,
should
I'm
be a
not
lot of
playing
the
myself.
Discord stuff then. So let's do some character introductions.
Maybe I
First,
unmute my mic that on my stream. That would be smart.
that might help.
What are you talking
that might
about,
help.
Fury?
All right, so starting here, we'll start with a mild introduction, shall we? Welcome to the world of Remnant, where its lands are inhabited by humans, faunus, and the deadly creatures of Grimm. Gifted individuals attend one of the many prestigious academies across Remnant with the dreams of becoming a huntsman or huntress. Huntsmen and huntresses are the defenders of Remnant and beacons of hope when such a prospect is devoid of one's vision. Faunus, human, and animal hybrids face much discrimination in the world, needing to work harder in many areas, especially outside of the many cities, to find acceptance. Remnant is full of mysteries, long forgotten artifacts, and even whispers of magic. What will our hunters and huntresses pursue? Carrion, if you would like to go ahead and describe us your character. Describe us, tell us what you look like. uh, in that case, describe to us what your
What your
I think
model
we'll
looks
say
like?
yeah,
For people
Describe
who
your
see the streams.
body.
give us a quick, just very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
The goat.
sorry. I had shit.
Oh my God, the goat is here.
I had to fix shit.
I love you, Alva. I'm actually so happy you're here. I was so nervous you weren't gonna make it.
Why?
Hmm.
I was
Mind you, the
Let me know.
IT support came early. It's like, oh crap.
Alva, let me know when you're ready to do the shared YouTube studios.
Yeah, give me 1 moment because I still have to fucking set that shit up. I had to restart the router.
Dude, I feel the same way.
Alva's going to disappear again in a second.
Well, no,
is okay.
no, I'm not restarting the router. I'm still here. I'm just Hot as balls in my room. God, give me a sec.
Oh, good. We're doing character introductions, so feel free to carry on as needed while Carrion
Carry on,
and everyone
wayward
describes
son.
the characters.
Carry on, carry on.
Essentially, just give us a very brief description of your character. Just a very, very brief description of what they look like.
For people
Easy,
not in your
shadow goat.
stream.
I was Carrion.
No.
Joker.
right. Knowah, if you be so kind.
Okay. My character is sort of the oldest looking 18-year-old you could imagine. Not in like a healthy way. In like a way that like time has worn him down to like nothing but like muscle and bone. He is like he is like tall and like extremely wiry. He like borderline like malnourished looking. He usually is like are we? You didn't say like your weapon or anything, Carrion, so I won't get into that yet. The physical. Okay, well, clothing wise, it's pretty much like imagine it's about as close as you can get to like a toga. Like I would say more like a more Greek style like form of dress. So it's more uh like robe like. So like it does have like a hole that his head goes through, but otherwise it's sort of there's uh it's like a chiton. I believe that's the Greek word for it. Like the clothing. Yeah, a chiton. It's Chiton. That's what he's wearing, and it's just white. And he's like I mean I can't I was gonna say he's already balding, but maybe that's too far. Um, I don't know.
This man bald.
I've met some 18-year-olds that are balding. I mean, I started to lose my hair at my like at like my like my W hairline, my U-shaped hairline at 18.
Well, that's a skill.
Yeah, more of a Vegeta hairline. Yeah. He's got a sort of like close cropped like blonde Vegeta hairline. And yeah, that's about him. And he's just like a very gaunt, very sunken, looking 18-year-old. But the only thing that maybe looks lively about him is he's not pale. He spends a lot of time in the sun. He's like very like he's like leathery. That's what I would describe him as. In a lot of ways, he's leathery.
This man is sunburnt.
Not sunburnt, like like you see like people that live in Florida for their whole life. That's sort of what he looks like.
Do I live in Florida? I know very well what that means.
Exactly. Yes, you get it, Alva. Yes, Alva knows what a leathery Florida man looks like, and that's sort of what he looks like, but just wearing like Greek clothes.
Yeah, don't question it. The Floridian fucking shit, it looks like ass.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, that's my guy. Oh, and his name is actually I'm now this is the hardest thing. I think it's gonna be Doug Critus. That's the name I think I'm gonna stick with.
Alrighty.
The Critus.
Yep.
I was gonna say Dougocrates, but that's a little bit too much. So I'm gonna do
Doggocrete.
Oh.
Right.
So,
Summer, if you be so kind.
Yes. My character is a 4'8" cat person with blue and pink hair. I am the oldest in the group at 19. I was held back a year, and I have blue and pink clothes. That's kind of all the description I have for my character.
What kind of clothes?
I have clothes.
And I'm wearing clothes.
Tank top and skirt.
Whoa.
Pink and blue tank top and skirt.
Pretty simply.
You have a skirt? Oh my god, what type of skirt? We don't speak of Tampa Bay. We do not speak of Tampa Bay. I live too close to Tampa. It hits way too close. Yeah, you tried talking about Tampa when you're literally like a fucking 10-minute drive from it.
God, I didn't realize you were that close to Tampa, Alva.
You fucking assholes. I'm fucking in St. Pete, you bastards.
I knew you were in Florida, Alva, not where you were in Florida.
Yeah,
You
I'm
never-
exactly next to fucking Tampa of all things.
You never told us your address, Alpha. We didn't know how close you were to it.
Tampa. I hardly know her.
Stop doxing yourselves!
Do I care?
Headmaster
No.
says stop doxing yourselves!
No. Shut it.
Indeed.
No.
Alva,
What?
describe us to you your character.
I am goat.
Yeah, that is fair. That's all he needs to do. That's all he needs to describe. He's just a goat.
Goat.
He's just a goat, Carrion. He doesn't need anything more.
There's
We're
not
just
much
gotta-
more to that.
He will be our pet goat. He will be our pet
Anyway.
goat.
I am a. I'm a goat. I'm goat faunus. I have purple hair, horns. I wear clothes with a scarf.
He is our pet.
Yes. I wear a sweater. I wear a brown sweater. I wear a brown sweater. I got
And let him describe his character.
I, I got it's like the autism. The autism. It's real. You're good. Small ponytail on the side. Fuck. Brown. Flat brown sweater. Flowers. Fuck. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I forgot one part about my character description.
Yes.
I have a collar and a bell so I don't sneak up on people when I'm not trying to sneak up on people.
Suits you well.
Practical.
Everyone should be wearing a collar.
I have a collar and a bell on the collar.
You can't forget about
I'm
me.
not. I'm not for pickpocketing. I am for staying in stealth, so then enemies can't find me.
Yes. Anyway. Yes.
Alrighty.
We don't speak of it.
No worries. So, with I have all mine available here.
Also, Summer, you can do the VTube thing.
Okay.
Did we already? Yes. No. I was going to say, did we mention who we are as streamers before? I can't actually remember. It's been quite the
no,
hour.
we did not. Okay,
Okay.
Alva,
Who
you
I
can.
Okay.
We
so
are people.
we are indeed people. So
Alva, it has been set up.
starting
Okay.
with Summer, if you would like to introduce who you are as a streamer.
Oh, jeez.
Should've
I
done this
am
first,
a
but I forgot.
variety streamer who does Yomi occasionally, usually like once a month currently. And normally I play variety games and normally the harder variety because I like a challenge.
All right. Alva.
Yes. Sorry. Absolutely.
That's why I rip off the bell collar every combat.
Yeah.
They just tape the like little dangly bit inside the bell.
No, I rip
Jingle-
it off and throw it
jingle.
away. And then I go pick it up after combat. Yes. Just like my hammer. Just like
Yes.
my hammer.
So Alva, if you don't mind, is just a
Yeah.
brief rundown.
Okay, I'm Alva the Go, variety streamer. I also play Yummy Hustle every now and then. I play other games, mostly horror games nowadays. I am Tism. I am
That works.
You
We're all
you asked for short. I gave you short.
I did say brief, and that's all we need. Knowah?
I'm big Knowah. I guess I'd call myself a variety streamer. I stream a lot of different things. I recently I've been streaming book club recently. We're reading Shadow over Innsmouth, and been streaming a lot of Cine 2 Nerdle. I've been loving talking about movies and TV shows and stuff recently, but my interests vary pretty widely. I'm gonna be talking about art on stream pretty soon here, since I have a bachelor's in art, and I'm gonna do some like basic art history lessons, specifically
God.
specifically relating to like the books that we're reading in book club as well. So we're going to be talking about Lovecraftian art and the Ashcan School coming up soon.
I'll have to catch
Jeez.
some of your streams. With at the very least, go back and watch some of the ones of Shadow over Innsmouth.
Yeah, we're just starting that for October, so. Yes, the massive overstimulation station that is Vanguard.
Hmm,
Yeah.
indeed. All right, Carrion.
Yes.
Fair
The
enough.
best variety.
Short and sweet. Right, and I am Captain Bellmaar. I am a variety streamer myself. I do card games once a week, specifically Cardfight Vanguard. I have been rotating between different games recently, but we are currently in the Call of Cthulhu from the Xbox One, I think. Yes, Xbox One.
Great
So I enjoy some thriller content. Big fan of the Cthulhu mythos. And I am here today with my little lock around my neck. So
The
Okay.
it just shows up every now and again, really. Like you forget it and then it comes back to it. You come back to it. It happens.
So who am I going knock here to join, Chet?
Bellmaar.
Yes.
Knock on
Got it.
Bellmaar.
Knock on the door. There we go.
I am
Huzzah!
knocking on the door.
Alrighty. Now, with that, I believe we are ready to get this rolling. Anything else I believe can just be handled as we progress.
Did we describe our weapons?
No.
We'll
We'll
well,
describe that later.
that's going to be it. The weapons are going to be more relevant. So, but if you would like to, by all means.
Okay, I think I think I'll keep mine secret till we meet up in the actual game.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not in
All
the
right.
knock. Fuck.
Yeah, I was not here yet.
I'm trying to get in. It's saying me waiting for hosts. God damn it.
Right.
Yeah. I think
I fucked
Captain
something up.
Bellmaar must allow them.
What? I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know
on
what
this.
happened. I accepted the knock though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It did something.
Okay. One more time. Accept. Something went
There we
wrong.
go.
Yeah, I'm
Why
in.
did it say something went wrong then? What's happening? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Something's going on. Yeah,
I
I'm
was
in.
in.
Okay.
It just broke the first time, and we don't know why.
I broke the fourth wall.
All right. So, getting us rolling. We will do this.
Yeah, you gotta love it, Sheem.
All right. So we find ourselves 15 years before the events of RWBY on the continent of Anima in the city of Mistral. You are all, 3 of you are in your 3rd year of attending Haven Academy. 1 of you is in your 4th year. Going in the previous year, 2 of you had the absolute pleasure of joining the 32nd Vital Festival. May not have gotten very far, but you still had. It was still an experience to be remembered. The Vital Festival being the reminder of the signing of the peace treaty after the Great War, creating the 4 kingdoms: the Kingdom of Mistral, the Kingdom of Vale, the Kingdom of Vacuo, and I believe it was originally Mantle, now Atlas. Yes. There have been many things that have gone on over the past, roughly 60 years. Attempts of expansion from Mistral leading to nothing but ruin. There have been increasing and decreasing amounts of Grimm attacks, everything sort of culminating into what the kingdoms are now. Essentially a constant fight for survival against the Grimm. Anytime even a small altercation, Grimm threaten to invade. Everything needs to be kept in check when it comes to aggression, but that is what the hunters and huntresses of Revenant are for. So we find ourselves in the city of Mistral. All of you have been called to the headmaster's chamber. You are just arriving at the academy, and as you find yourselves going up, you start thinking about what this semester might bring. It hasn't started proper yet, but that does not mean that you are not still a part of the goings on in the academy. So we are just going to go here again.
I will be right back. I will be no more than 2 minutes.
All right, it's actually going to be in that case, this actually does lend for a good opportunity. As Carrion, Alva, and we'll say Doug.
The
Do you
I'm back.
prefer Doug, Decretis?
You can
Doug
do whatever. You can. Doug Cretis is what I like. Will legitimately be the name, but you can call me Doug if that's easier for you. I don't want to make everybody. I don't want to
All right.
make everybody have to do a big mouthful every time they want to say my name.
All right. Then
I mean, Doug could be the nickname. Could be your nickname that we give you.
That's sort of what I was going for. Yeah.
yes, and let's go with Doug.
Okay.
As Carrion, Olva, and Doug, you enter into the primary courtyard of Haven Academy. Familiar to you, you see the many plants and the grounds. You recognize the very clear work of the groundskeeper, someone who you have had small altercations with before, just in your own testing outside. One Soraya Prism, you don't see him at the moment, but you definitely recognize the freshly trimmed bushes, the shrubbery. You see, as the city of Mistral itself is very vibrant. It is very alive. There is a lot of it is visually stunning as the further that you go up. And Haven Academy, with it being on one of the mountaintops, you have a very clear, crisp view of the valleys around you. The crisp mountain air blows through, and you take deep breaths as you feel yourselves refresh before the anxiety is slowly to help wither away the anxiety as it continues to creep in and out with what the new year brings. So If you would like, you may interact with each other. Unless you would like to just start. If you would like to just go in, but you would probably have, at the very least, met up a little bit going up into it, but I will leave that to you.
Part of this right now, right?
Hello?
So you're in the courtyard and you're approaching the doors to the academy.
And we
And it,
Yeah.
and we're what did you say, 3rd years? So we've been here before?
Yes.
Or
So Alva and
Okay.
yes. So
Of life.
yes, of life, absolutely. So Alva and Carrion have both participated in the Vital Festival the year previously, and uh, this is something that they had requested doing all that. It was a very big. If you don't know, the Vital Festival is a very very big event that takes place in varying kingdoms. So yes, I believe this year it would have been. It probably would have. The previous year probably would have taken place in Vale.
Okay.
also,
All right.
Yeah.
am I part of this currently, or is it just
You are
us
not.
three? Okay.
Yes. So you're entering. You are approaching the academy doors.
Which
Vibrant greenery.
The vibrant greenery.
He doesn't like the greens.
not a vegetable person.
Yeah, Chad doesn't know why he doesn't like the greenery yet.
We don't know why. We'll find out soon enough.
No metagaming.
You're just going. You're heading into the academy at the moment. But yes.
A college student scared of trees.
Right. So Carrion is having these thoughts as he's approaching the doors, and as he reaches for the handle and starts to open it up, you start to feel the presence of the academy as it has before. Very dissimilar to when you first opened its doors, or they were open to you. You enter and you recognize um, the the wooden passageways that litter your memories with your previous years of tenure, I suppose. Um, the rooms are everything is fairly well lit. A lot of it is natural sunlight that comes through the many sunroofs that help to accentuate the natural feel of Mistral and Haven Academy. You progress through the holes. It doesn't take long for you to start to you find yourselves then in the room before the headmaster's waiting room. You see this statue of with chains holding up objects. It's something that you've seen before. This is the primary room where the headmaster would address the majority of the student body, as any events would be taking place there. You um,
Hmm. Yeah, I wonder why.
Gambled your
So-
teammates away.
So something I did forget. Something I
sold
did forget to mention. You are only 3 because your 4th member ended up having to be called away for familial responsibilities. You had been a team for the longest time for your previous 2 years, but they had been called away for familial duties. You don't really know what they did. They were very
You
Carrion
fucker!
gambled them away. That's why you're down a
Stop
teammate.
gambling! Stop fucking gambling our money! So who's a rich person here?
So none of you really come from what I gather, none of you really come from exceptionally wealthy backgrounds, but you do still have the ability to attend the academy. So it's not
Technically, Carrion would be the richest.
Wait, so this is a private school? I mean, you're the one.
I'm
Why?
saying
Because
you
of all the
would
gambling?
technically be the richest out of the 4 of us. Unless Alva
We
has
could-
some serious savings.
We
debatable.
could just
As
say
you-
we
when
could just
you-
say the Go had savings.
Now, because you are training to be hunters and huntresses, there are, or I guess the 3 of you would be hunters. So you do still earn lien as you complete, especially particular assignments and whatnot. Not like you earn, not quite like a job, but imagine as you complete certain assignments, there are rewards for that. You are
Just like a
still helping
job.
the community. Yes, so you are still helping the community. It's not always rewarding in that way. So you do still have a little bit saved up right now, but you don't have very much. So you aren't exactly wealthy, but you aren't poor. Not to mention, as you attend the academy, you do still have options for doing side things. It's not like you're completely devoid of income. So
Okay.
yes. Anything else, or do you want to start ascending the stairs? All right.
I'm trying to get a
So-
picture of of where we're at, so I can have a good idea of what's going on.
Okay.
Use your
So
imagination.
the room that you're in, it has.
I think I found a picture.
Yes.
It's
So
it's the statue room with the arms up, right?
yes.
Okay, got it.
So you go up one of the stairs that lead up. So they wrap around, and you pass by the pedestal where you recall the headmaster, Leonardo Lionheart, addressing you as in the previous 2 years. You know that him calling you into the office isn't necessarily a bad thing. You are all not terrible students. In fact, you are some of the top of your class. But with losing one of your teammates, say again.
I graduated top of my class, American.
So I just noticed some tech issues. Alva, you're not in shared chat. Like you're in the thing, but you're not. Your chat's not part of our chat.
Oh, how am I not in?
Like you're in the shared chat window.
What do you
but
mean?
but your chat's not part of everyone else's chat.
It's just Alva and I's chat together.
Oh wait,
No,
what happened to
no.
Knowah?
Knowah, Carrion, me, and
No, Noah's gone.
okay, there we go.
I joined back in, but
All right,
Noah's fucked.
I reset the shared chat.
Oh yeah, no,
No, he's
Noah's
gone
out.
again.
Noah's gone now.
Noah's gone. Oh no.
I'm working on it.
Turns out I knew a guy.
Noah's in.
I'm in.
Okay, I just wanted us to fix the tech issues quickly.
Hacker voice. I'm in.
Everything's
Alright.
good now. We can continue.
Scuff abound! Huzzah! Okay. So, as you start ascending the stairs and you're thinking about the few speeches that you've seen Headmaster Lionheart give, you do still feel this ominous sense as you have a feeling you know what he's calling you in for, but it still presents anxiety. Talking with the headmaster, it is usually it can feel intimidating.
No one likes being
So-
called by the principal.
Not
Ew.
usually.
Yes.
Duke.
Yes.
Already trying to gamble our friends away.
I just sort of like look. How tall is your character? Okay, so I look down at your character, and I just sort of look at you, and then look around, and then like I sort of just grab like the chiton, the like piece of clothing that I'm wearing, and just like sort of shake it, and like I don't have any pockets. That's what I say as in yeah, yeah.
I got 50. I got 50 Leanne. I'm just in the corners just looking around like what the fuck is going on? What are we betting on anyway? I don't know, probably on a mission or something. Then again, he's probably going to tell you fuck off with the gambling issues. Yeah, 50 Leanne never getting a mission.
50 Lian and calling you out for being a gambling addict.
Okay, what about this? What if it's both?
Then you both win.
Fuck. Who's going to pay the difference?
I immediately look. I'm like not. I'm like staring at the ground through this whole conversation, and immediately look up and like shake my head no as soon as you say that.
Totally. Hey, Summer. Actually, no, Summer isn't here yet.
Here yet. You can't
wonder-
address me, Alva.
Don't worry, I'll go. Don't worry, I'll pickpocket him later.
I don't have pockets. That was the literally only thing that I've said.
Yeah. That's why he can't pay the difference right now.
Doug is Big
Jesus.
Noah.
Don't take me
Doug
back
is
to the
Knowah.
room and make me pay.
Don't worry, I'll make him pay. Just give me time. Yeah, sure. I just come up to you, looking right up at you, since short.
I'm Doug.
I grab thy hand and give you a massive handshake. You got it, bud. It's just a limp noodle.
All
The
right.
gamer
as-
lean.
So as you enter, so you open the door, and you've been in the waiting room for the headmaster before. It shows it's a room where any trophies of academy would remain. So that will be plaques, actual awards, little bits of paraphernalia that you would recognize as achievements performed by the hunters and huntresses of the academy. However, as you see where someone should be sitting on a bench, someone is in the middle of the floor. Cat faunus with this. It looks almost like not quite junk, but it definitely looks like they've been taking apart and putting back together something. It's basically putting them together and taking them apart. And you see, you've heard about this this faunus before, someone who had been attending. But actually, this might be a good time.
Isn't that the troublemaker? Isn't that the troublemaker we heard about last year?
I don't even realize that you guys have entered.
Yeah, the one. Yeah,
Well,
lovely
you
playing,
guys-
but yeah.
While you guys are talking, I don't even register that you guys have come in. I just continue working on my hammer.
Can I
I,
throw?
Yeah, so
I do. I do not. Before there. Whoa.
Damn.
Before
Carrion, what's your
Carrion
strength?
goes and invades somebody's
What's
personal
your
space.
strength?
Before Carrion goes and invades somebody's personal space, I'm gonna go. My Doug is gonna walk up. I don't say anything, but just sort of like make my presence known by just like maybe getting a little bit too close to them and then looking at what they're doing. But it's like looking. I'm interested in what they're doing, not like anything else is what's going on.
Also, Carrion, what's
I'm
your
still going to
strength?
head into the corner. What is your strength?
Yes.
Time to do a strength check.
Can you do like a contested strength
Yeah,
check?
as you grab me, I bear hug my hammer, and then there's no way you're picking me up with a strength of 1.
Hammer too heavy.
Yes, I
Okay. Wait, hold on.
I
hold
need
on.
a 5 in
I come
strength
over.
to wield my hammer.
Do it.
sure.
Wait.
Yeah, I believe our DM
wait,
tells us
Carrion,
the skill check that we need to do.
Carrion, I wish to help you with this. Can I help?
Okay, they
So-
want a team. They want a team try and pick me and my hammer up together.
I don't
Okay.
understand.
While bear hugging my hammer.
First skill check of the campaign is trying to forcibly pick up someone else.
Pick me up.
Wow, this bodes so unwell.
All right, so let me go about it this way. So
Think it would be more.
for the skill check, let's go with so if you want to do a carry, I will. Let me see here. This is one of the parts that I'm still going to be a little bit slow on, so I apologize. Let's.
I'll figure it out. It's a wish to assist in this carry, if possible.
Carry
Actually, make a grapple. Give me a grapple check, and then let's. What skill check what skill check would you like to use against the grapple, Summer? You can either
I'm just going to use a grapple check because I'm just bear hugging my hammer and they pick up.
Okay.
So shouldn't it be a grapple check to see how well I stay held onto my
yes.
hammer?
Give me a grapple check. from your end first. 17.
17.
right.
17.
So
38.
then, I will. So then, Carrion and Carrion with, I forget how the help action works. Essentially, I will say give me. I would say do this with advantage. You have to beat a 27.
You
So
rolled
A 20
twice. You rolled
so-
twice.
so with advantage, yes. So you roll twice. You take the highest value. So Carrion, as you and Alva go to try and lift this small cat faunus, they are sturdy, and you realize they have a lot more to them than meets the eye, and you start thinking, what did they do?
God damn, the pipsqueak is heavy.
and strong.
The pure ass of strength.
So after a little bit of the
All I'm gonna say as I watch this is I'm gonna and okay.
Wait, hold
was
on.
that,
Can I pick Carrion up?
Why
Uh,
what is going on?
so as Doug is holding head in hands, wondering what is going on, Summer is there hugging their hammer, essentially defiantly, as Carrion and Alva are trying to do their best to essentially invade this poor cat faunus's space. You hear the door opening to the headmaster's chamber, and out you see the more the brown gold hair and beard of Leonardo Lionheart, having been alerted to the commotion. Oh, students, I see you finally arrived. I don't want to
Get
ask.
them off
So,
me.
students,
is this-
attend my chamber immediately. And he opens the door and is just ushering you in, even despite your confidence. He's still the headmaster. He is one of the strongest hunters that you've ever heard of. So you continue to he starts to usher you in, and essentially waits for you to listen.
I'm gonna walk in. I
Can
know,
I
but he's
do,
ushering
uh,
he's ushering us in. Listen to what the words coming out of Bellmaar's mouth. Ushering us in. That means we're
Yes.
not in.
Can I do a skill check quickly?
What skill check would you like to make?
Oh my lord.
I want to flip out of them trying to pick me up and rush into the door.
No skill check needed. Essentially, they've been, I would say with your skill check, even still, they, I assume they would have let go after they realized that you are much more than meets the eye, like a transformer.
Because that would be
So
the
you would
smart reason.
Okay,
no skill
then
check needed.
yeah, then I just bolt into the bolt in after he opens the door.
All right.
Can I do a skill check?
Half a second flat.
What's your skill check?
I would like to pick Carrion up and carry him into the room.
Oh my god. Are we just all gonna pick what the
I
Hey,
would
is
say with I would, so as you would go to try and pick him up, Lionheart just
Should
goes,
try and throw him.
now.
Oh.
I'm in the room. Lionheart ain't yelling
Yeah.
at me. My ass
Oh no,
is
it's
in the
strictly
room.
it's strictly looking at Alva and Carrion.
Oh. I'll throw you out the window next time. I'll run into the room.
So as you come into the headmaster's office, it is a circular, mostly circular room. The entire back wall is a window that is allowing a significant amount of sunlight in from the one side. It is a cozy room, all things considered. You see bookshelves lining the side walls, and you see this big, almost chandelier coming down. Not lit, just because a lot of the natural light is invading. As you find your spaces, begrudgingly or not, Lionheart goes to the back of his desk and turns to you all. Well, with that out of the way, welcome back, students. I was expecting a little bit more, well, behavior from you, as you definitely show much more. You definitely seem like you have been better than this, but I suppose with a bit of excitement, I will let it slide. But do keep your manners as you continue on in the year.
And I
Um,
pipe up saying, I did nothing wrong. I was assaulted.
You weren't assaulted. You were being petted.
That
that will be
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that would fly in court, Alva.
students, please.
Yes.
So, as you are aware, you are missing a team member. I assume you have been acquainted with Summer then?
I
The
mean,
mischief?
I don't know who
Yes.
they are.
acquainted is a really kind way of putting what just happened.
Well then,
I think it's just that
Yes.
the
Why
hammer is
does the
heavy.
gremlin have it?
Carrion, we will find something to do with you. No. So Summer is a student who was held back a year for circumstances beyond description at the moment.
Okay, so
They
boom,
are
boom.
going into this coming year.
In universe, they would know why I'm held back here.
So
Yes.
actually,
Chat would not know yet, though.
give me a moment, and I will. Let's see here. Give
Everyone
me.
hydrate.
Hydrate.
No, actually,
Let's
I have it written down.
go. I love being gate kept.
Eventually.
Don't
Everyone
worry,
but
Summer
Summer, give
did
me an
bad.
intuition check.
Oh no. Oh god, no. Where is intuition in this crap?
What are we doing? Is it
Intuition.
everybody's doing intuition?
Everyone
Or-
but Summer is doing an intuition check.
Okay,
Where is
Do an
this at?
engineering check.
No.
I'm
Intuition.
grabbing it.
I'm looking at the character sheet. I'm trying to look for it. Right.
Belle, can I do an engineering check to continue working on my hammer?
I get intuition checks with
Um,
advantage.
I would say you can just be working on your hammer as time goes on. This is primarily
I
just
roll.
this is primarily just a casual moment.
Okay,
But know that you
this
may
is
be
just for
interrupted.
me.
Okay.
I rolled a 21.
Summer
So-
got a fucking gnat, Jesus.
14, 18, 19. So, Carrion,
21.
you remember some big hullabaloo with one of the third year teams that essentially led to a one of the members being disbanded, and you didn't really look into it, but you recognize that this is probably the person. Alva and Doug, you would recognize that this is this student was the one who um through during a training session in the yard, the they have been they are known to experiment with a decent amount of their, basically you recognize the weapon and Summer, and you remember the story of the rumors that a weapon detonated in the yard and one of their teammates' arms got severed.
Did they get better?
So you don't know. You just recognize that there was a lot of rumors going around about this student who dismembered one of their teammates and then got suspended for the rest of the year. So, Carrion, you would recognize them as someone who probably they did something. You're not really sure. The other two, you have this understanding, this realization, as Lionheart continues. They will be your new team member for going into this year. A lot of consideration has been put into this decision by myself and the other teachers. And with you having lost one of your teammates, for one reason or the other, we have deigned to add them to your team instead. So they will be working with you going into this next semester.
Amazing. Carrying it says, don't gamble them away like our last teammates.
This is not. Do not consider this. Do not consider this another excuse to do whatever shenanigans you would like to do for this year. This is serious. You are a third-year team, and you need to be all hands on deck for whatever we send you into. Now,
We are for missions.
With your unique experiences,
Yes, we're serious.
He just starts glaring at you.
Like,
At you
yeah.
both.
Shouldn't we be more
He's like,
serious when lives are on the line?
We are during missions. Now, in everyday life, not so much.
I would hope that you conduct yourselves in a better manner when you are fighting with each other. Keep that in mind when you are facing Grimm. If you decide to crack a joke and imagine what would happen.
Well, they'll
your
be cracking
team
their
is your
skulls.
lifeline. Keep that in mind. Now, this was a lot of consideration put in. So please respect that idea when I go into what the other purpose for having brought you in.
Please, you tell.
He pulls open a drawer on one of his on the desk, and he fumbles a little bit with a few of the things in there, and eventually he pulls out this small bronze mechanism. He sets it on the desk and looks at you all. If you would all give me either an expertise or an investigation check. Because it is something mildly mechanical, I think Summer, you would want to perform this as well. So right. So expertise or investigation.
I'll do investigation.
Okay, either one doesn't matter for me.
I got a 28.
I got
I
19.
see.
Expertise.
So, no, it's one or the other. Yes.
Oh, my expertise is garbage.
So I'm going to take the first one. The first one. So that would be Carrion. You chose expertise. Doug chose investigation. Summer got chose
Expertise.
expertise, and Alva, you did expertise as well.
Mm.
No,
Yes, you did.
investigations, damn.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So taking those, Summer, Alva, and actually Summer and Alva. You've likely seen this sort of piece. This it to you it looks like just a mechanism, but you've seen it in passing in old museums, books. You only recognize it as from the time of the Great War. So you recognize this as this old piece. Carrion, you don't really know what it is. You kind of see it. It just looks bronze. It's you're not really sure.
Oh, she.
Doug, however, now keep in mind this is going to be this is going to be just information for you alone.
Okay. Yeah.
You've heard rumors of
Unless you share it.
Yeah, so you've heard rumors of different elements of the Great War, and you've tried digging into all of these different threads. Your curiosity constantly gets the better of you as you look into and research all of these things. You've never found anything definitive, but as the rumors go, before Mantle had done, before the peace treaty got signed, you found rumors of experimentation of mechanized warriors from Mantle. Something that has only been whispered as a clockwork soldier, and you have it ticks in your mind, no pun intended, and a look of recognition almost goes across your face for a moment, but you think and you recall, and you're seeing a piece of it right in front of you, despite whatever rumors you heard.
I So he's like holding it.
So he set it on the desk.
Okay. I I am like I may be like knowledgeable about what I think it is, but I'm not knowledgeable enough to like I'm not like a technician in any sort of way, so I'm gonna look at like and I'm not one to like sort of voice my things without sort of understanding what's going on. So I'm gonna look and see what Summer is doing upon seeing that, since since they're obviously interested in like mechanical devices, since I've seen them
So
like tinkering with their hammer. So I'm ve- so I'm just like very interested in what Summer is seeing when looking at it, like from a like a technical perspective, because I could suppose on what it is all day long, but there's no surety because I don't know like any of the technical aspects of it.
right, Summer, when you look at this thing, you might have. I will leave it up to you if how interested you are in it.
Question: am I allowed to grab it and do like an engineering check on it?
Um,
Or like
I
an
would say you
inspection
could.
check or something?
I would say because of your role, it's just it's a very interesting piece of history to you. You're not really sure what it does. You're not really sure what it will be from. So with that investigation check,
From
I would
my
say
character's perspective, from my character's perspective, it looks mechanical, and it could maybe be something that could help with my hammer. So that's why I would be interested in it.
As you reach for it, Lionheart goes for it, but then he allows you to pick it up and investigate it. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll an engineering check at disadvantage. All right, and one more.
17 and 12.
Okay. So, as you let me double check disadvantage because I want to make sure that I'm doing this properly. So as you pick it up and you start to work with it, it's almost alien to you. You've worked with very very basic clockwork in the past. It's not something you're unfamiliar with, but something about this just doesn't really click with you. And as you're trying to manipulate a single piece, you just hear a ding, and a little gear comes out, and Lionheart just puts his head in his hand, lets out a big sigh, and just says, "Please put it back on the table." And
I'm gonna pick up the gear that came out of it, and I'm not like to keep, but I'm just gonna like put it back on the table. I just want to like, I don't know. I
that's
feel
fine.
like my character. No, not. I just feel like that's something that my character would do. Is like,
Yes.
if it-
So you pick up and investigate the gear as Lionheart continues.
yeah,
Well,
I
go
feel
on.
like what I'm looking for more on this is like some sort of, since I'm not technically inclined, is some sort of like anthropological like thing on here. So like I'm looking for any sort of like words or like markings or anything like that's gonna maybe tell me more. And this isn't something like that we have to decide right now. I'm just telling you like that's what I'm looking for.
So
No,
so
not
I
right now.
Yeah,
No.
I
some
will
gears
that.
can be engraved with the markings of whoever made it, so he could be looking for that.
Yeah, so that's sort of along the lines of what I'm doing. I'm not going to be able to figure out anything technical from this, but I might be able to figure out something like about the people who made it.
So it's actually very good. Give me another investigation check. Just a straight investigation check.
Okay, well, they're always with advantage for me, so
Okay, so
it's my guy's whole thing.
yes.
Yes.
20.
20.
So nothing definitive. With how particular these pieces are, and with how old this is, it's going to be hard to determine. To you see some marking, but you only scratch it up to a it probably is just something that was in the machining process of creating the gear. You don't really see anything definitive on there that can really give you any information. You know that it's very, very well made, so it was definitely a it was definitely a custom project, if nothing else. But even with it in your hands, this is giving you a ton of clarity as to your
So
it,
it's artisan. It's not like mass produced in any way. It's like this was like somebody had to hand assemble this. Like there's no factory
Like a
turning these
watch?
out.
so
Like a watch?
more like it's more like this with the investigation of 20. I will say it doesn't look. This looks more like a prototype.
Okay.
So if
Okay,
it's
that's valuable. That's okay. That's a good piece of info.
yes.
If you don't want to give any more away than that, I'm happy with that. That's good
Yeah.
info.
So but going forward, I will say you will have a better understanding of kind of what's going on. If you're seeing, if you're looking at it so closely, and with an investigation of 20, I would say that you would probably have a decent idea of kind of what would be making this thing up again. So you kind of look at the gear and you can look at the mechanism. You kind of recognize that it's broken, but you definitely have a decent.
And you said it's ancient, right? Like there's there's no way this was assembled, and this is like not related to modern technology in any
correct. So
sort of specific way.
So I wouldn't say modern because relics from the Great War, so that was the peace treaty was signed 2 generations ago. So
Okay.
it's
about
not
100, about 75 years, something like that.
you could wager somewhere between 70 to 80 years ago.
Okay.
You would probably say 70 to 60 years ago.
Okay.
These were probably made. Or this one
Okay.
specifically was probably made.
I have one question.
I have one
Did
answer.
my engineering checks give me any like insight on like the mechanism itself, like how big the gears are, or like how complex the mechanism is?
You got an idea of how complex it was when you broke it.
Okay, and
So it's
about the average size of gears.
Oh, I get this is maybe a question that Summer will have to answer. I guess actually I'll do this in character. I'll have a character moment. Turn to
Okay.
Summer and is gonna act. So okay, this might be a moment where I'm not knowing Ruby well enough, but I'm just gonna bullheadedly rush forward. I'm gonna
That's fine.
ask if there's anything like Doug is gonna be like, is there anything magical about this? Is there anything beyond technology at work in this like piece, or is this like a purely technological like piece of work?
Bill, can I get extra information so I can answer this?
So I will say the closest
I
thing
guess
to
I can
magic
also
would
look at
be-
Lionheart at the same time. Like I can be like I basically, is this like purely mechanical, like like how like a gun works, like you pull a trigger, the spring goes, whatever, or is there some sort of like paranormal element to make this thing work?
So that is a good question. For answering Summers first, magic would be more in the form of a dust or it would be hard to detect if someone was using a semblance on it. So it's semblances are essentially the closest thing to magic that we will come to, aside from dust itself and the mechanisms and things that you find throughout the world. Because there are certainly things that resemble magic, but it's not quite magic. There's more science behind it than anything else. Closest thing would be a semblance, and that's going to be very difficult to really detect on something like this.
I guess then
you
more
had
what
some
I'm
kind of
asking.
connection there.
I guess then more what I'm asking within understanding that is that like, is dust involved in this? Does dust have to be involved in this thing to make it work? Is like purely mechanical? Yeah. Yeah, because
So
you're the dust guy. I guess I could ask you that too. I would know that you're a dust guy.
With it, I feel like if it's not purely mechanical, I would realize that at least that much.
So from just this alone, you detect that it's purely mechanical. Again, with your engineering check, you could tell that it's a very, very particular mechanism. So it's an engineered mechanism that is very complicated. So usually when this amount of complication is in it, it means that it is more or less a it's still a mechanism, but for everyone else, it's very clear that it's mechanisms of this design would still likely need a power source. So you dust can so to answer the question, dust can be used as a power source. Not it's so that is an option, but I would say you can that's gathered from just your own engineering expertise, Summer. And if you wanted to share it with Carrion.
You mean Knowah?
Well, Carrion would be the good person to share it with, but you wouldn't know that yet.
Yeah, but Knowah, you're the one that asked me, so I'd be sharing it with you.
So and Doug would you've been on the team with Carrion for 2 years.
I would know that Carrion might have something valuable to say in this. So I'm gonna like when they tell me that, I'm gonna look over and be like, I'm gonna kind of like shrug at Carrion because like how much like a lot of things are powered by dust, I would imagine. So like how much use knowing that this would be powered by dust is like I don't know how useful that will be. So I sort of but I look at Carrion like you so like yeah, dust is involved. Would that help you at all?
And as a dust expert.
Actually, I will.
Can you check for like traces of the dust that's used to power it or something? Oh,
But
could
you can do a
can you
dust check.
okay, now this is me again, maybe I don't know enough about Ruby. If it is dust like it's dust is like a physical resource, right?
Dust is
Yes.
Is it
physical
like
dust.
do you like pull it out of the
Yeah.
ground? Is it like a mine? Do you something you mine? So you would so if you knew so say in some sort of like if you could figure out what dust powered this thing, are there like certain regions associated with certain types of dust and that could like give us a first step on where to investigate, like look for this mine that mines this type of dust.
Not the
Oh, no.
OBS.
My issue transferred to
Yobes!
Carrion finally.
Not the Obes!
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I have a question, Bellmaar. Can
Yes.
Carrion gamble away the souls of our chatters?
No. Unfortunately
Oh,
not.
come. Oh, man. That would have been funny.
I'm just saying, that's in the realm of necromancy and warlockery.
Good. It looks like, yeah, it looks like you're live again, Carrion.
Yay! I will actually give you the option. So, um,
With
I
you
would
having max will and discipline, basically.
so because of your I'll say it this way. Because of your experiences with dust even before becoming a hunter, um, give me an expertise check, but add 5. Just add flat 5. So just do a normal expertise check. That's brilliant.
Damn,
What the fuck?
Wahaha, that's
that
What
is
the
a
hell?
35.
I'm impressed. 35 will do it. So you've seen mechanisms with dust being used by dust before. This one should, but you don't see anything that would indicate it.
so like you should be able, so this isn't like a piece of a thing that can be powered by dust. We could put dust into this and it would power up.
It's something where dust should power it, but there is nothing. There is no dust. There's
Chamber?
no
Chamber, the whole
indication that
dust?
dust is used with it. So something so it's essentially you would recognize this where dust would be a factor for something that would work with this. And with your understanding of dust, even it doesn't look like it's going to be it doesn't look like it's a core component, but it would still be something that moves and is powered by dust, but you don't see it. You don't see anything. You see nothing that would indicate dust had touched this thing at all,
Ever.
but it's in good condition.
I have a question.
follow-up question. This is in character, by the
Right.
way. I after Carrion asked that, I'm gonna turn and
So,
say follow-up.
So
Follow-up.
first,
Whoa,
really
okay.
quick, Lionheart will answer. Summer had a question.
This is for you, Bellmaar. What is like the general shape of the thing, and approximately how big is it? Like, is it size of the palm of our hand or whatnot?
So it doesn't have a definitive shape. It's circular, and it does have a bit of, and it is more rounded than it has rounded pieces of metal on it, but it's not like smooth. It is still angular, but it doesn't but it does look like it is supposed to be connected to something else. You're not exactly sure what, but it does look like it's something that's in the core. It's not one of the main core components, but it is connected to the core of whatever it would be.
All right.
Did that answer your question?
That actually answered my question and gave me a lot of information.
Okay. So, because you're not, I will say it this way. I should have probably worded it differently. You would recognize that it goes to a greater mechanism, and it would be something that, but you're not exactly sure how. You just recognize that it would probably be closer to one of the more important pieces, but you're not entirely sure. But you have a glean from that. And then Knowah.
And my
You had
follow-up, and I would turn it when they say that, and I would say, also, is there somewhere that we could safely test putting dust into this thing to see what happens when we do that?
We could go to
Lionheart.
where the instant happened last year.
So Lionheart, he's watching
That was
all
in
of this.
character.
Yes, I'll get to that. Lionheart is watching you very intensely because you came in looking very jokingly, but the moment that you had something in front of you, he recognizes how all of the pieces of your team are starting to come together as you're already starting to incorporate Summer into the team. So
We start to be lock in immediately as soon as you put the thing down.
pretty
Yeah.
much. Now I
You
know
put
how
it
to
down
control
and we
you.
locked in immediately. Just give
I
us
just need
something
to jingle some
interesting.
keys in front of you, and everyone just starts paying attention.
It's just jingle, 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 jangle, jingle, jangle.
So he's
My good
watching.
player knew this years ago.
So the moment
Yeah.
that Knowah starts picked up the gear, and then the wheels start turning in his head, and then it goes to Carrion. He's very impressed with you, Carrion. You are the leader of the team, and he recognizes that leadership coming out again. This almost leadership trait. Asking the right questions style. He's very impressed with you in this. You recognize a little bit of this impressed look on his face. So Lionheart, as you ask that question, he first turns to Summer and he says, "Probably best not to. I think it's best if we don't awaken a sleeping bear, if you catch my
The
meaning."
area's wide open. No one's there. It would be perfectly safe.
He then turns to Knowah, or Doug.
Yes.
After seeing it fall apart, I don't think anything will bring it.
I could probably fix it.
I'm not going to jump on that offer yet. We will see, Summer. He then turns to you, Carrion. And that's what I want you to find out. We know that there have been... This is not the first piece that we have discovered in Mistral. Over the period between semesters, we have found that there have been a few of these. This is the only one that we have found intact, and it was brought to my attention for when a hunter team would become available. So this is what this is the other reason for me calling you here.
Immediately, almost like rudely, as rudely as I'm interrupting you now, I will interrupt Lionheart and be like, "Well, where are the other ones? Like you've said, there are."
So the other
We
ones,
try.
to our knowledge, all of them have been destroyed. When I say this is the only intact piece, this is the only one we found, and we're able to confiscate without any defects
I'm
until
immediately
Summer picked it up.
I'm immediately going to be like, confiscate. Like, so people have these? Like, you've been taking them from people or like from Grimm? Because
Confiscate
like
in the
confiscate
sense
implies
of a concerned someone concerned brought it to our attention, and it was in a mysterious shipment, unlabeled. They found it in the lower side of Mistral.
oh, that does not bode well. No, that
So-
bodes very unwell. That I do. Doug is immediately gonna be like, he's not gonna say that bodes like unwell, but he is immediately going to be like, oh,
Very pale?
that's not like extremely pale, but he's immediately gonna have a look on his face of like, oh, this is like an organization here. Like this is not like this is not like some things running amok. Yeah, like this has to be organized. If they're just appearing in random shipments, and this is the only one we've been able to get back without it being broken, then there's clearly some sort of fail-safe mechanism that somebody's building into these to make it
You
so that they
see-
break when they get hold of them.
So you see Lionheart put up his hand. Lionheart puts up his hand. I was getting to that.
Also, while all this is going on, I transform my hammer into my hoverboard and actually start paying attention to the conversation. I lay down on my hoverboard and start actually paying attention.
Gets
I'm just in
horizontal,
the
start
fucking
paying
corner in the
attention.
shadows, just waiting.
I appreciate that.
I can add one to your weapon if you want. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right. I look at your weapons. Oh, it doesn't look like you actually have any.
Yeah. Nice
I can do
heaties.
that for you.
Lionheart pipes up. Students, please.
No.
You can all discuss that later. I was getting to the other part of your assignment. So, before we even discovered we discovered this piece, we have had reports of people going missing in Lower Mistral. Normally, we think nothing of it, but there have been a few people who have gone into what seemed to be a service tunnel and haven't come back. We understand from reports that it was likely a hideout for some of the unfortunate young residents of Mistral. But the ones who have been reported missing are adults who have ventured in after reports of hearing noises. So we
so-
understand that.
Never mind. Sorry, I'll keep inside thoughts. I'm just coming up with a list of questions to ask Lionheart as soon as he's done talking.
Okay.
Bad.
Doug is visibly doing that, by the way. He is like completely. He's paying attention to the words, but like he is zoned out, like looking through Lionheart as he like tries to like figure out the what questions to ask.
Your eyes are like moving back and forth between his, trying to keep eye contact, but they're definitely not focused.
But yeah, like he's hearing him, but he's not like locked in on like his personage. He's sort of like lost in thought as he's listening.
So, it is in Lower Mistral. I will be giving you instructions on where it is, or as close to it as possible. We don't have any specific areas. We just know that it is in Lower Mistral. I will leave it up to you to investigate very clearly where this is. You will likely be finding it. From what I understand, a small militia has been formed to exclusively keep out anyone from going into the tunnels further. You understand, as you are almost expert hunters, any more loss and we might have a Grimm incident. So let that sink in before accepting anything further. Or before going further, I should say.
Immediately I'm gonna be like, do we know about the conditions of the do we know about the condition of like the original inhabitants of the tunnel? And by that I mean like the less fortunate people that you were talking about.
So you would, when he uses that term, he's being very polite in saying, in not saying urchins, essentially
Yeah.
children who are
Unhoused, yeah. That's
Yes.
sort of what I'm Doug is like Doug seems genuinely worried about like the people that were there before. Because if people are going in there to investigate and then dying, and then he's like, well, it doesn't seem that very good. Doesn't seem like the people that were there before are probably doing very well either.
So, this is actually something that I believe Summer, you would have you would hear this, you would have a soft spot for this if I understand correctly. But it is there haven't been any reports of them. Lionheart would actually say there haven't been any reports of any of the urchins who unfortunate children who call the tunnel their safe space. We don't really know much about them. They don't really speak to authority. But if you can confirm any safety of them, then that will at least put my heart at ease. So he then continues. So to lay out the assignment in its entirety, your mission is to go and find out more about the disappearances of those in Lower Mistral. Discover more about where these pieces are going, and he refers to the relic on the desk.
Also, while he's talking, I just slowly float over to the door, getting ready to leave.
I don't. I listen to what he's saying.
He then goes, and if you complete this task, I will authorize you all as a team once again. Most of you have earned your accolades over the past few years, even represented what Haven has to offer. You've shown tenacity and strength.
I will be part of official team again?
Yes.
Oh my god.
If this is completed well, then you will be reinstated with your new team. He continues then. You've all shown tenacity and strength, and are some of the best students I have had the pleasure of overseeing while at the academy. Now,
I just
go.
Laugh.
You will be given a chance to gather what you need before you head out, but please depart before midday. This may take some time, so be swift. And remember, exercise caution.
I go through. As he says, "Be swift," I burst through the doors.
And he just shouts, "Exercise caution!" And
And then I yell back, no promises. You know, a lot of guys.
Yeah. As
So
they
do any
leave,
of
I
you
was
have
going to
anything?
sidestep out.
Okay. And do any of you have anything else to say to Lionheart before, or any questions, anything like that?
I
suck.
I'm
Oh.
I I s- I before we leave, I'm gonna ask Lionheart if I can keep the device. If we can keep that with us, or if he wants to, if he needs to keep it.
He looks at you. He looks down at it, and he actually gestures for you to come a bit closer to the desk.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So no,
You guys
I'm already
left.
long.
You
I'm already long
you've
gone.
already. This is after you have all departed, and Doug is still there.
I'm long gone.
He leans in and keeps a lower tone. You are a very talented young man. I will. Something like this is not very information from what you obviously have is not easily something to come by. I will let you take this, but do not experiment with it. You may observe, you may take it, but
You should also
something like this should stay in the past.
You should also tell him not to let me know he has it.
What is the okay?
Or me.
And this is my last question, not for Lionheart, but just generally. What? How big is this thing? Like how? Like what is its size? Is
So
it
you
like
could fit
hand?
it. You could fit it in your hand, but it would take up your hand. So
Okay.
it's almost like the size of an American football.
Okay. Then I'm
Like
just gonna
it's
I much like in American football, I'm going to like tuck it under my arm in like the most like safe and secure way I can think of, and like very just Doug is just gonna like very like graciously nod at Lionheart and like be like I totally like we understand each other.
he then also responds, I genuinely mean you are some of the best students I've had the pleasure of being the head teacher of. I would hate to see anything happen to you, so please exercise caution. And then he dismisses you.
And then way off in the distance, you hear me yell again, no promises.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna
I
head
am a
off to
cat.
the. I sort of just shrug anyway because I want to go back to the room anyway to get my bag that I carry my money
Remember,
and
I am
other things in.
I am a cat. I have very good hearing.
Yes. So you all start to exit. You exit the headmaster's chamber. You exit the waiting chamber. You are now in the auditorium area, and you start descending the stairs to find your way to the dormitories. Is there
I've
anything
already
you want?
found my room.
So you probably would have. As you all leave the main hall, you exit out into the main courtyard that you came in on. And you actually do see a little figure. Not a little figure, but you do actually see the figure of the groundskeeper, Storia Prism. He's in gardening overalls. Essentially just one whole piece of it. It looks like denim, but not quite. But he has his
Fantasy
gloves
denim.
on. And Summer, you would probably acknowledge that he was there, but even then, you wouldn't. You would just be
Yeah, I would
making
just.
your way to your room.
I would have just rode my hoverboard past him at Mach speed, going to my room.
So you would also have been given the. You probably would have been given the instruction to. You are going to be rooming with the other, with the others. So you wouldn't have the original room that you had the previous year. You would have to be rooming with the new team.
Yeah.
But as you all go into the courtyard, you recognize Soraya Prism. Something you would take note of, Summer, as you go by. He has his signature tool with him. It is on one side is a rake, on the other side is just a normal gardening hoe, and he's. It looks like he's about to start working on one of the flower beds that does have a bit of a weed problem that he somehow missed. He's an older gentleman, he's stout, but he's very fit. You have seen him get in a scuffle with one of the more rowdy students, and you remember that he put them in their place. He looks over and he acknowledges you as you pass.
He also put me in my place last year when the incident happened.
Oh no, he was very cross with you because he had to clean up.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, as I hover over him on my hoverboard, he gives me the side eye.
So you do know he is very proud of his lineage. He's told you many a time, I'm the son of a great war veteran. He's a ranking sergeant, I tell you, ranking sergeant. You've heard this story numerous times, and even as you just pass by, you can hear the reprimands replaying in your head, Summer, as he gives you this very big stink eye.
Well, now that you said the like ranking sergeant shit, Doug is gonna have to get investigating here. Like,
so you've already met him. He's
yeah, but like
he's been there for many years.
Guy bragging about how his like uncle was in the Great War, then suddenly Great War artifacts start showing up. Yeah, I know. Doug is immediately like, okay, this
So-
guy.
Let's investigate him again.
so
Put
you
some sus on this guy.
so you already know that he's a trusted member of the faculty. He's worked with he's been on the grounds for at least 2 decades. He keeps it as nice as it is, and you know that he's a lot of bluster, but he's not going to he wouldn't dabble in anything. He's also not very technically minded. You know that you don't mess with him, especially when he has his weapon. His primary tool you have seen is also his weapon.
Yeah.
So when you see him with it, he stands very proudly with it, but he's not going to be a. You can imagine if someone like Lionheart would have him on staff at the academy, you would know that he's trusted. He's a very trusted individual.
I'll be honest, Doug does have the negative specialization of paranoia. So he
That's also fair. So I would say
Investigate him like 30 times.
Do it.
I would say
so
I would
Doug
say
is gonna
bit-
be like, this is too much of a like he is going to be very okay. I'll put it this way: he may not like he's not gonna openly investigate this guy, but he is going to be very uncomfortable with the level of coincidence that
If he would
he
like
sees
to-
this guy and thinks he's gonna see this guy. This is from drawn for like my own experiences with problems with paranoia. He's going to
Okay.
see this guy, remember that he's like has said stuff about his uncle in the Great War, and then immediately extrapolate that he thinks that he's involved, and then Doug is immediately going to realize, oh, that's a crazy thing to think based off of like one interaction and one story. I'm not going to say anything right now, but like internally he's suspicious.
roll me and give me an expertise roll.
Okay.
Also, while all this is going on, I need to take a 5-minute bathroom break.
Yes, actually, we'll after this, let's take 5. So,
Yes, please. I
go
also
ahead.
have to be.
Give me your expertise roll.
Okay.
8.
8.
Garbage.
Even with an 8,
I'm fine with that because this is a paranoid ass thought, so I'm fine with it being lower.
So I'll put it this way: you're not put at ease, but you do recall, Prism is a Mistral native,
Okay.
and the piece that you acquired is from Mantle.
Mhm.
It is. You suspect it is from Mantle. So it doesn't necessarily put you at ease, but you know that the two don't really have any connection.
Okay. I'm going to
they were very staunch enemies, if I recall correctly.
I'm going to as we're walking back to the room and like in character, I'm going to like turn and be like at what's his name? What's the groundskeeper's name again? Sorry.
Uh, tu- 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 tu. His name is Storiah Prism.
Soraya Prism. I'm gonna be like I like Doug is pretty formal, so I'm gonna call him just probably like Miss Sir Prism. I just call so I'm gonna be like, do you think I just like to get my own like Doug's own anxiety about this. He's gonna be like, do you think it's odd that do you think that it's odd or there's any sort of connection to Mr. Mr. I want to do Mr. to Mr. Prism and this device? He does often mention his relation to the Great War. If nothing else, it might be useful for us to see if he has any sort of firsthand accounts by his uncle. If see if he firsthand accounts for his uncle of encountering anything like this.
Sorry, his father.
Oh, his father. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, I've been holding it for like an hour, so I'm going right now.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can address that. We can address that later. We can address that later because I also have to use the restroom.
Yes. All right. So let's
Yes.
take a 5-minute break. Shadonis, if you please.
Me too.
Aha.
I got a BRP.
Yeah. Definitely not. I'm just leaving my be right back screen until everyone comes back. Waddle around in the water for like a fucking hour.
Do you all
while the
forget that I'm
hurricane
an
was
eldritch
going.
captain at the bottom of the ocean? I am the ocean man!
You're the ocean.
I'm just over here being a cat. I don't like water.
That's fine. Whoa.
Why?
Splash of water.
I was gonna sorry about that, but I just really needed to go.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh,
That is
what's...
if they catch me and if I don't beat them up first.
Man, I love having internet that actually fucking works. Like, this is so fucking nice. My OBS hasn't even gone down below 6,000 bits yet. I'm
Nice.
happy. I'm so fucking happy. It hasn't disconnected yet. You really have to. This is like wonders. I can't believe this wasn't fucking known.
How
This
many
is
frames has your
bullshit.
how many frames has your network dropped
It hasn't dropped any frames.
on OBS?
Like
It says
nothing.
it says 0.
Yeah, it says drop frame 0, like a full-on flat-out 0.
Nice. Mine says 61,000 out of 1.8 million.
What the fuck?
Yeah, mine tells me the exact number of frames I've dropped from.
Are you talking about rendering lag or encoding lag, or are you talking about drop frames next to the bit rate?
There's output status, dropped frames, total outwork or total data output, and bitrate. My dropped frames network is 61,523 out of 1.8 million.
Yeah, I see. Also, just to answer your question, DJ, no, it didn't just randomly fix itself. I finally called Spectrum to get IT support coming. Well, technically, I called support to see if they can fix it over the internet at the very least. So when I talked to the support end, they set a ping refresh towards my modem. Apparently, my modem had like several fucking signal errors, and they couldn't fix it. So they sent IT. Literally, mind you, I did this last night. Literally at midnight, they literally got me an appointment with IT support that would come to my house. Literally, it happened at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I got lucky as hell. But I guess when they actually came here, they fixed it all up to where the original issue was. I guess my modem was pinging like 14 different fucking servers, which is horrible.
That sounds bad.
It should have never been pinging like 14 of them. But the main reasoning of the cause was, I guess, with Spectrum, when they give you the setup, like the modem router, the modem comes unconfigured. It says on its default configs. They don't tell you anything about this, but apparently you're supposed, once you get it set up, you're supposed to call support to come to your house to properly configure it to your fucking area. So I finally got it properly configured, and now I'm not having my issue anymore. And it's at fucking the time where I normally would have it. Well, no, I can't configure it because it requires a special type of configuration box that normally costs like hundreds to maybe even $1,000 to even get into its Spectrum. They really don't like you messing with their stuff. Yeah, they don't like you messing with their stuff if possible. But like shit, even an IT guy said, like, at some point you guys probably should go get your own personal router and modem. Our shit is crap. His own words.
God damn.
It's like, man, this man is just spitting out truths. Comcast is something.
Yep.
God damn, Noah's taking forever to get back.
Said
All
5
good.
minutes. I was about 5 minutes.
Yes, so I would like not to continue without Noah. So let's.
Actually do stuff.
Should we though? We don't
no.
have to.
I will not explain my weapons. I'll explain my semblance, not my weapon.
Yes. So sure,
Yeah,
that
I guess
actually
we
works. We're in a decent
Yeah,
point.
we should
So
explain that.
so far we've already heard Summer discuss it a little. Hammer was working on it. It's also a hoverboard. So it's for everyone who doesn't actually know Summer's weapon, it looks like
I'll
this
tell.
unusual contraption that they can now fly on. So
Yes.
if you want to give just a brief description without going into detail.
Brief description is my weapon has 4 forms. It is called Desire. There is a melee form, which is a big hammer that is 5'6". Very big hammer piece and a long handle. It has a shield. Well, it can turn into a shield by unfolding one side of it. It can unfold the other side to become a hoverboard, and it can rearrange slightly to become a sniper. That is
They can
Yeah, we do
which
not
is
speak of
really
those.
cool.
They sure are.
Carrion.
Carrie, explain yours.
Right. And Alva, if you'd like to.
Okay. My weapon primarily is a scythe. Its alternate form is a shotgun. So fun. So similar to Carrion, I am a close range combat user. So I rush in, smack people, and then boom. Yeah. My weapon is named Nightfall. So
Which is an
yeah.
awesome name, by the way. Especially for what it is.
Yeah. For what it is, and mind you, mine is more when it's in shotgun mode. You can compare it to what was the name of the shotgun I originally was basing it off of. I forgot. Give me a moment here.
Super.
I was
That's a very
basing it off. Huh?
I was cracking a joke. You based it
Ow.
off of Super Shotgun.
Yeah. I don't mind me. Yeah, maybe no.
One the only.
Don't mind me on this one because I might not say this right because I'm not used to the name, but it's a Benelli M4 shotgun.
Ooh, the Benelli M4.
Yep. That is its shotgun variant form. Yes, good old Big Nilly. And I know I sent Carrion a picture of what the scythe looks like, or what I want it to look like, but I'll send it to Bellmaar as well, just so he understands.
I'm moderately familiar with the Benelli M4. Not
Well,
quite.
no, not the Benillion. I'm talking about scythe at this point now.
Oh, sorry. I was mildly distracted.
You're good. Sent you a DM of what the scythe actually looks like. My
Ooh.
scythe is more energy based in general terms. So
Okay, I see.
yeah. So when I use dust on our hand, it can change the aspect of what my energy scythe is actually inflicting
Doug
at the
back.
current moment of time. Also,
I
welcome
quite
back,
like
Knowah.
that.
Yes.
Epic.
Right on time. Yeah.
My weapon is it's a solid like bronze spear. So I almost said sphere. It's like a solid bronze spear. So like metal tip to tip, and then when it transforms, I don't know the proper term for it. It
That's a
just
proper term.
it turns
That's proper.
into like the spearhead sort of just like opens almost like a flower, and
Ooh.
it becomes sort of a shoulder mounted rocket launcher.
Which is super cool.
Very nice.
Diced.
You are the
Yeah.
weapon. What do you mean? Calm down,
Oh, are
Gambit.
we also going to explain semblances, or are we waiting until
No.
combat for that?
We can wait for combat to explain that.
Okay.
That just looking at the time, that may not happen today, but there is combat potential depending on how you go into the next legs of this journey. So,
Okay.
with that, we come back to the team going to their room and discussing about what steps you want to take next. One of the things that you do want to make sure, you do want to visit the Academy's weapon master just to make sure everything is in top shape. It was something I forgot to mention earlier that Lionheart would have recommended, just to make sure that everything is, just to make sure that your weapons are well taken care of. Summer, you don't have to, knowing how much you care for your weapon, but you
Yeah,
the
I
go on.
don't. I don't need to do that.
Yes, you would be the weapon master would not be is actually quite appreciative of how much care you have for your weapon. So he's someone that would very much respect that. But you don't have to go there. But just know that it is a recommendation from Lionheart.
I will probably go and talk to him at the very
Right.
least.
Right. So right now we find we'll say you have made it to your rooms. It's the academy is fairly empty right now because you are called early before the semester began fully. So this is roughly about a week before everything with the academy would start taking off. So you're some of the first to have arrived at the academy for the semester because of this very particular request of Lionheart.
I'm gonna guess this is a yes, but just in case, is there like a cafeteria or anything like that that we could go to as well?
Yes. So
Now we do the foo fight.
You know,
Not
remember
not
how
what
I
I had
said
in
the
mind. but-
groundskeeper is can be a bit is a bit of a military enthusiast.
Yeah.
Just figured I'd mention it. Anyway, so do you want to go to your room or the cafeteria?
I want to go to my room and then the cafeteria. That's what Doug wants to do.
I am already at the room.
Sure.
Right. All right.
Yes.
So you all find yourselves in your room. It's very plain. All of the rooms have been gone through to just because everyone goes back home at whatever times of at the end of the semesters, and this is no different. The room is very plain. It doesn't have very much set up right now. It is the same one that your team Carrion had. So it's the same room, but it was you're asked to make sure that all of your personal belongings are taken out. And so it's very plain looking right now. But you get to your room.
I just go set my hoverboard up on the floor next to the window, and I lay down on that.
Oh, that's big brain.
Cat brain.
And I say,
Normal
I choose
brain.
this spot.
Enormous brain.
Doing full RWBY with the bunk beds, huh? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just
She
going
sure
to
does.
I'm just gonna grab like a bag that my bag. It's just like a leather satchel. That's and I'm gonna put the sort of I guess I guess I'm gonna be one of the guys that has like a little like I don't know bed sheet curtain by the bed because I'm
Okay.
and behind that I'm going to surreptitiously put the device that Lionheart has let me keep into my bag, and then I'm gonna take my like little coin purse and put that in the bag as well.
Okay. Easy
Okay.
enough. And I don't think anyone is. I don't think any of your teammates would be suspicious of you.
Yeah. And
So
then I'm ready to go to the cafeteria where I'm gonna get more stuff to put in my bag.
Food fight. Yeah. I got the compact shotgun on me.
I actually have to ask. This isn't really relevant, but do you have it as like a side holster, or do you put it on a back holster?
Back holster.
Okay. So just for clarification, Carrion has boots and gloves. You have the shotgun on a back holster. Summer rides theirs, and Knowah, how do you carry your weapon? You said it's mainly a spear.
I just carry it. Like it never like it doesn't leave my hand to the point that I'm very paranoid about it. Like it doesn't really leave my hand to the point where like if I need to carry multiple things like my satchel for instance, I will like tie it onto the spear and carry it like a bindle. It just stays in my hand and I use it like a walking stick.
Okay.
Oh no,
Alrighty.
you got Ba on your end.
I know I'm deleting him right now. I'm destroying him.
I also
Yes,
Also
Shadonis
banned him
actually smashed the bug faster than I could see it. I call it a leech. I call them leeches. They're horrid things.
yeah. If they ever pop
Nuns.
up in my chat, they get instantly deleted by SiriBot.
Same here.
Yeah, see,
Detected.
See, I've yet to actually set that up. I remember we discussed that summer, and I still need to set
Yeah.
that up.
Like
It would save
before
Shadonis
you
so much
even
headache.
realize they're there, SiriBot deletes them.
Bye bye.
All right. Actually, that's the smartest thing to do.
Smart.
That's a very
that
intelligent
is
thing to do.
smart.
That is smart.
All right.
Unless they update it.
I mean, that's fair.
Then
yeah,
it's
that's fair.
stream goo.
So, you collect the belongings that you need, and then you start heading off to the cafeteria. You are starting to approach midday. You're still not too far from it, but you're still a decent way from it. But you still want to take Lionheart's heeds and make sure that you are leaving by the es- established time, or the very rough time of midday. I want to give you an answer.
What?
I am 4'8". I am
Do you
3
th-
apples
yeah,
tall.
do you think when a vertically challenged person goes to any restaurant, they're like, here, Peter Dinklage, have a kids menu.
They actually
So
do give
the
them
answer
kids
is
menus.
no.
It is summer.
Oh.
So, for clarification,
I would take the kids menu. I would like the kids menu.
oh,
They
Shadonis,
would know
that's
from
clever.
past. They would know from past experience that I want the kids menu.
What did Shadana say?
So Shadonis blocked the term cheap viewers.
Oh, that's big brain.
Oh, that's a nice
Yes.
version of it.
So the cafeteria, those who work the cafeteria recognize that everyone in there is a hunter, and the meals are going to be roughly the same for everyone. It's very cafeteria-esque. In Mistral, there's a hefty mixture of both meat and vegetables, with a lot more of the local delicacies. For some who are not really familiar with it, it can kind of seem a little bit bland, but it's still a lot of stuff in abundance. So a lot of the flavors are more natural, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's all bland, but it's going to be, you know.
Doug is
It-
gonna. Doug is sort of upon entering the cafeteria. He is not gonna like get in line to like get a plate of food or anything. He's gonna beeline for any sort of like stand where there is like grab and go food, like for lack of a better term, grab and go food. Like he's gonna go like look to see if there's any like loaves of bread that he can grab and put in his bag, any apples or fruit or anything like that that like will be like shelf stay. Essentially, if this would be obvious to anybody that knew Doug, he is like prepping in case there's some sort of like
The
thing that
apocalypse?
happens. Well, in case there's something that happens that like they need to eat, and then B, I think I don't know who Doug would be closer with, if it would be Alva or Carrion, but whoever Doug is closer with, I'm gonna have to figure that out like for myself. Whoever is going to know that he's also probably doing it because he wants it to barter with the urchins that live under wherever we're going. Like
So-
that likely they will need food or money, and that's why I brought both.
So Carrion and Alva, who do you think would be closest with Doug?
We could do a roll for it.
I would say like
I would-
yeah,
This
I was
is
gonna
more
say
of a-
Doug's pretty standoffish. Like he's very like sort of to the point. It's hard to like form like a sort of deep connection with him without like sort of understanding that as a person he's not really going to give back what you give to him. Like he's like loyal, but he's not gonna like he's not friendly if that for lack of a better term.
I am the shy one, so that's that. We can do a roll and just see who rolls the highest to be friends with Doug.
Well, I will say take one more thing into consideration. Both in combat, you would probably work. Both of you would probably work better together. Carrion is the leader, which is why I'm saying like if it's between the two of you, if you think that you would be the one who would be closest, this is a very it's a much more personal thing that I don't
I'll
think
also-
a role would help with. So
yeah,
it's
and
entirely
I'll
based
also
off of
posit
who you are and your characters.
I'll also posit this. You said something earlier about like Summer's character maybe being empathetic with like the street urchins or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong, or maybe it was about Prism that you were talking about. I'm not.
No. It would be something for that was more directly from me to Summer.
Summer. I
Um,
know.
so
That's
it
why I was
was
saying it. I was saying like, but I was more saying that because like as the situation evolves, Summer's character might notice what I'm doing and be able to figure out faster because they have that relation to the street urchins or whatever.
Uh,
They might be able to
No.
understand what I'm doing.
that would be up to Summer
Yeah.
I'd be more
if they're catching
empathetic.
on.
I'd be empathetic towards children, not the street urchins.
Okay. Got it.
They are still children, but yes, there's a very big difference. So understandable. So, we'll keep going. So,
Yeah.
for the sake of continuing, and we could actually discuss that later because the team dynamic is really important. So, that's something that we can also explore later. So, going on. So you would find that there is some light bread. So you would find something like wafers, very, very easy to carry road food. There are some fruits on the side. It's not like all of the food is going to be like hoarded to any degree. It is fairly light because there aren't a lot of students at the academy yet. So you wouldn't see a ton of
It's like
extravagant
snacks.
food.
Yeah.
Right. So it would be on generally a side. You do smell some food being prepared, but you know that that's probably going to be for
Can't
probably
really get
for
takeout at a cafeteria.
right. It's primarily for the staff at there at the moment. That they're fairly simple. They don't really wouldn't really recognize them, but you know that they're in the back, but they aren't really. They're just kind of cooking food for pretty much the faculty.
Got it.
Question:
Answer.
Is there any way I could just get a bowl of fish?
Crazy question.
Probably you would probably have to bug the cafeteria attendants. So
Raw or
there
cooked, it does
probably
not
wouldn't
matter.
be. So
Give me
there
a cat.
probably wouldn't be any fish available unless you actually went to ask them in the kitchen. Just again because it's very, very simple snacks. So everything out right now is just going to be very simple food, stuff that you just kind of grab and go. Very, very much like what Knowah was saying. It's I say wafers, but it's like
Cookies,
breaded, just simple
crackers.
breaded. Yes, essentially like long crackers that you can just take. They're lightly wrapped, but you know exactly what they are the moment you see them.
Yeah.
So yes, it would be very, very simple food. And you are going out into the city, so it's not like you're going to be completely devoid of options of food. Going to the cafeteria, you do have very, very simple options, and you don't have to pay for it. So that that is something that you have right now.
I go bug at the kitchen staff, seeing if
Doug
they
is ready
have
to
any fish.
go. He is ready to leave. As soon as like his bag is packed, he is like tapping his foot by the door, like looking at, I don't know, he doesn't have a watch, but like looking at the sun.
Fair. Well, you all do have scrolls. I believe scrolls are still a thing.
What a scroll?
Bones.
Yeah,
Oh.
so they're fairly rudimentary, but they're very basic. I would say they're fairly basic. They aren't exceptionally technologically advanced, but they do what you need to. You can contact people, you can get very basic so it's basically
That's what I
a
use my phone
monitor
for.
So the scroll is a hunter's main tool for kind of most of the things that they interact with. But they are tied, if I'm not mistaken, they're tied to the transcommunication network.
Okay.
To some degree. But
So for that,
they aren't, the further out you go from a city, they don't really have very much, they aren't as helpful. So just keep that in mind. So it's something that all hunters have. So a scroll is not, so it's just referred to as a scroll. So essentially you have communications, you do have ways of telling the time. so it's not exceptionally. You're not exceptionally without time telling.
Well, either way, Doug is looking at the sun because that's better than looking at your phone as an indicator of can we please leave.
All right, so
Yeah.
Summer, you
I go bug the kitchen staff. I say, "Hello, I'm back. You know what I'm going to ask for. Do you got any fish?"
you see a couple of them just kind of sigh, hang their head. One of them goes to the one refrigerator. They do take out what looks to be a it's already cut. It looks to be just some fish. You don't really know what kind, but they basically they say this is essentially this is all that we have. So they are offering it. It's two squares of prepared fish of raw but cleaned fish.
Take it. Do you want
Um,
anything in return?
They just wave you out. They're too busy with all their other duties.
Cooking.
Okay,
Yes.
I yell thank you as I ride on out on my hoverboard.
So
When I
you
want
know
you
a
to know,
fish,
every
it's-
time you say hoverboard, I am imagining like the little like Christmas present things from like 4 years ago that every little kid had, and I'm trying
Oh,
not
God,
to.
no.
I'm trying not
Not
to,
those
but it's a
things.
battle I'm losing. Every time you see it, I'm just imagining you wheeling out of a room like,
No, that actually makes sense because the hoverboard exploded.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, like an actual hoverboard.
I know, but
one
I
that
all I can
actually
imagine is
hovers.
like that golf cart noise that they all made as they were like driving away.
you just start hearing. All right. So
Could you tell me why those two things are related? Carrion, just for me.
You'll find out.
You'll find out soon enough.
So this
Okay.
is entirely up to Carrion's discretion as we progress. For what he tells you and what he doesn't tell you. So, if you're all ready, do you want to go see the weapon master just to make sure your weapon just to check in and all that, or do you just want to?
I want to go say hi to him. I want to go say hi to him.
Okay.
I'd rather go
I
with
do wanna
someone and
go
say
say hi to
hi
him.
as well.
Okay, so you know that it probably won't take long. He's generally a blunt
I
man.
look over
But
to Alva and be like, "Do you want to ride to go see him?"
Yeah. Let's go. We're small ones. Time to ride.
so is the hoverboard able to carry two people along with its own weight?
Yes, it just can't hover far off the ground like it normally does with me.
Okay, so we'll be closer to the ground, and I would say you'll probably need to go a little bit slower, but you would still probably make it before everyone else. So as you go, you find your way to the weapon master, and he's also the combat trainer for the school. You know him as Ferris Gray. He's a tall, pale man. He's got a strong build, a very tough exterior. He also loves cardio. You usually see him running around the school grounds early in the morning. He's a man who very much is tied to his schedule. But he will make time for anyone should there be any weapon tuning up or anything like that. You also know from your multiple years of experience, he can tell if a weapon has been mismanaged or ill-maintained. So you've always tried to make sure that your weapons are in tip-top shape. But he also has shown a very he may seem very tough, but he has a soft spot for creative people. So you, Summer, that's why he's fond of your weapon and how you handle it, because he knows you tried to take care of it, which is the incident last year
This
definitely
is version
hurt some
4.
people.
This is version 4.
Yes. So You all make it to the Ferris Gray's essentially study room. It's more or less an armory with everything you need to really establish everything. And his that hall actually leads to one of the training grounds for one of the sparring grounds. So, you all, everyone is coming in.
I mean, yeah. I'm.
Right. Um.
Yeah.
So you enter you knock on the door. You hear this deep booming voice, "Come in!" And you open the door and you see Ferris Gray. You see that he's just kind of sorting everything. Boxes here and there, just kind of strewn about, full of equipment for any possible tool needed for anything needed for improving or fixing a weapon. He also has. This is where most of the students coming from the younger academies, basically the basic schools for weapon mastery, basically where they can come in and tune up or manipulate their weapon however they need. He sees you all enter in. He sees you enter in, and he just goes, "Well, if it isn't one of the most interesting series of students I've ever had the pleasure of being their teacher."
As I enter, I fly over to him and be like, "Look, I was able to increase the power enough to hold 2 people," and then I kind of pick up my hoverboard and dump Alva off the hoverboard.
He looks at it and you see that he nods his head and he still has that very steely-eyed expression. But he nods his head. "Very good. I see you've definitely improved your craft." He looks it over a little bit, but he's very quick at glancing. He knows to keep his space with your weapon, especially after last year's incident. You see him hesitate a little when he gets closer to it, but he's still very appreciative of your weapon. Then he looks over at Alva, and he goes, "I see yours is doing well too."
Uh, yeah, sure. I was to take the shotgun from the back holster as it twirls in my hand before handing it over to him.
Get
He
up.
takes it. He gives it a good once over. He leans over and grabs from one of the boxes just a small screwdriver, and he notices this little
Jeez.
he notices a little blemish. He takes the screwdriver, tightens a little bit, nods, hands it back, and again you see his he nods of approval, and he just goes, "Definitely well maintained between semesters. I'm very much impressed with you. There's a reason I like you." You know. But he continues to look over your weapons. And he's trying to make small talk as he does, as he looks over your weapons for you. Because it does seem like he's glad to see you, but he's also still trying to get some stuff taken care of. But he's doing his best to. He knows why you're there. There's never a reason why that you would go to see him, except for getting your weapons checked out to make sure that they're well done. And you've been through this numerous times before. Every time you go on an assignment, you go to him. He checks it for you, make sure everything is in top shape. You've heard that there have been some tales of a couple teams who failed to come see Ferris, and the reprimand was swift and a week long of waking up early in the morning and going jogging with him. After everything is essentially settled and he looks over all your weapons, he goes back, picks up his own box, and he says, "Hope Lionheart doesn't have you doing too much in form of dangerous assignments again. I remember you all do well, but I would hate to see anything happen to those precious weapons of yours."
We'll try not to break them. They can surely try.
He
I
lets
say
out this.
I would hate to see it happen again, but it's not unlikely.
He lets
Things
out
will
a
go
booming
boom.
laugh, and he just nods. So he starts doing what he's doing and continuing his tasks, and he just
I'm gonna
says,
let him
"Well,
look. I'll let him look over my weapon as well. Just I don't know. Like I don't know. Mechanically, I don't know what that does, but I feel like it's what
oh,
my
it's
character would
basically
do.
him just looking over it, and he's making sure that it's well maintained. You being
Taking your car into the body shop.
The
Or
yeah,
body.
so
I take it to
to
the
the
body
end-
shop when the body's fucked up.
I mean, not the body shop. The
mechanic.
mechanic. That's the word I was looking for.
So yes, essentially
I couldn't
he's
think
the
of the
one that you
word.
go to. Yeah, he's the one that you go to make sure that it is well maintained.
I definitely
The
would be the last to hand it in because I am very reticent about letting go of the weapon. Like I'll probably I'm like when I give it to him, I'm going to like hover over him like as he looks over it. Because I
yes,
just do not like letting it out of my sight.
and again, he's very familiar with you all as a team. When he looks over your weapon, he handles it with great care. He knows exactly what not to touch. He knows exactly what not to do. So as he does look over it, he knows that you're hovering right there. So you see that his touch is more gentle with it than the other weapons. And when he notices something, he points it out, and it's one of the flaps on the launcher was a bit sluggish. So he just points it out to you, and he he would ask for essentially he would wait for an affirmation
Yeah,
before doing anything with it.
I like nod in like a way that is like both affirming and grateful, like that he has noticed that. I don't know the
So
best way. I feel like I could do it in real life, but like I can't like describe it as well.
right, and that's perfectly fine. So he acknowledges that, and then he takes one of the other instruments, and he kind of he sees that there's like a small almost metal shaving in there, probably from ages past, very easy to miss. So he knocks it out of there, takes a small rag to it, and it once he finishes up, he starts to open it up again, and it seems to be in tip-top shape. So when he finishes up there, he hands it back to you, nods, and then proceeds with completing his tasks for the day. Well, best you get going, and again, take care of yourselves out there.
Will do. But no
Um,
promises.
No promises. I won't get whacked.
So, with that done, then, you can head out into the city if you would like.
Yep.
We
So,
Off to
So
Lower
there-
Mistral.
I let Alva hop on my hoverboard again.
You guys have hyped up Lower Mistral
Yay.
so much now.
You'll find out soon. Just one hint. Don't say Carrion's name. Don't use your name
don't throw it
unless...
around.
Yeah.
So there are
Use
multiple ways
sparingly.
of getting to Lower Mistral. Both will take one will take less time, but will still take a decent amount. One is essentially walking down the many pathways that Mistral City has to offer. And as you progress that way, you can definitely find something more if you want to, say, grab any food or anything like that. There is an elevator which goes from Upper Mistral to Lower Mistral, but it still takes some time. You would also have to try to find your way. Now, keep in mind, you're also trying to find where everything is happening. So it's not just we're trying to find it's not just you're going down and you can find it immediately. You still need to do a little bit of investigative work. So would you rather go down the elevator? Okay.
I don't like the elevator.
I'm with
So
him.
I don't like enclosed spaces. I'm a cat.
So it's not a tight elevator. So it's still an elevator. It's if I'm not mistaken,
it's an
it's
elevated platform or something, right?
yeah. So it's not actually like a tight elevator. What you think? It is actually a wide elevator. It's used primarily for the people of Upper Mistral to kind of take. It's meant to carry. If I'm not mistaken, again, this is one of those parts where it was very hard to find a lot of information about this. I'm pretty sure it's a larger elevator that actually that is meant to carry things up it from shipments and whatnot. So it allows for easier shipping of goods from Mistral arriving by ground to get to Upper Mistral. So it's not like
a
it's
freight elevator.
kind of, but it's also used for
Okay.
people as well. So it's not like it's a it's not
It's like
like
a
it,
freight
you have
it's a freight elevator with more safety.
yes. It is old though. It is very old, but it is well maintained.
Well, who maintains it?
So the people of I believe it's a council of Mistral.
No, I mean like
they
who are the engineers that are maintaining it? That's what that. Then you don't know that, and I know I'm just gonna say that's when we get to the elevator. I'm gonna look around.
so you
Because I
wouldn't
want.
see you probably wouldn't see anyone around the elevator. You would know
Mhm.
that they have with being a more paranoid person, you would definitely try to take note of whenever the elevator is being worked on. Are you native to Mistral?
I no, my heritage is from. Wait, I gotta find the character that that I share a heritage with. 1 second. Somebody else talk while I go find this.
Okay. So you do get to the elevator. As you progress
My
to the
character would prefer to take the path, the winding
okay.
path down Mistral.
So if you would like to discuss, okay.
I could
Yeah.
also take the path alone and
I'm
probably
mostly
still make it
curious
down
about
there
it.
faster.
I'm mostly curious about it because shit, sorry. I'm mostly curious about it because if I would imagine the elevator might be just about as old as the piece of technology that we were working on, and anybody that is proficient in um like repairing old technology might have a better understanding of what this thing is.
Oh, okay. Make an expertise check for me, or actually,
But we can do that as a different time if we want to go down the paths today. It just was something. It was just an idea that I had if we were going to go to the elevator. It's not like it's not binary. We don't have to choose one or the other.
I mean, they could go
um,
down the elevator, and I could take the path alone, and probably
well,
still make
let's
it there
We don't want to
faster.
split the party.
no. You would want to be going together when, in your experience as a team, you will only split up if it is absolutely necessary. So, and this is one of those instances where it is not absolutely necessary. So you would want to you're also still trying to you want to be reestablished as a team as well because you need 4 people. And this is considering after speaking with Lionheart, you would consider this essentially a not a rite of passage, but essentially the
Team
your way
building.
of it's a matter of, can you work as a team? Can you work well together? If you can, then you will be reinstated as an actual team, which is why you don't have a name.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm from wherever Pira Nikos is from, because we're both like Greek inspired, is what I would say.
Uh, that would be mental. Yes, it would be Atlas.
Yes.
Not
Okay.
not Atlas proper though, if I'm not mistaken.
Pira Nikos and me have followed like Pira Nikos and me have basically followed. I don't know. I know. I read her whole thing, and I was saying that my character is probably following a very similar path. Like You know, like how
Okay.
she's like the pride of Mistral and all, but she's not from there, and we're like from similar places. I don't want to make it so like canonically we're like connected in
Yeah.
any way, but I would say that she's definitely the character that I looked at most because I wanted to do somebody Greek inspired.
So with
Sorry, I
with
should have gotten
that,
some water. I'm gonna have to step away and grab a water. I've got something in my throat.
that's fine.
Go ahead.
So okay, it seems like now it's progressing through the streets, which is perfectly fine. So um you most of you actually do not mind the walk down Mistral. It does take a while, but um as you continue through the city, it is very uh you remember that you already know that Mistral is a hub of culture. The further up that you are in Mistral, the more beautiful it gets. Uh, there are richer people, but the buildings are much more extravagant. They have a lot more flair to them. You see a lot more artistic signatures throughout Upper Mistral. The further you go down, the plainer it gets, but that doesn't denote how it gets uglier. It still is a very beautiful city. There's so many they pride themselves on their upkeep of the local flora. You don't see very many actual animals through the streets. It's very well kept. But you from time to time do see like a cat jump from here to there, sitting in a window looking angrily at you for interrupting its day, even though you are nowhere near it. You see waterfalls that throw mist into the air and throw a rainbow up, and it's very pleasant. It's very pleasant to look at.
Stay
Um,
far away from the waterfall as possible.
Oh, obviously, naturally. You can take whatever route that you would like to. There are so many ways that you can actually descend through Mistral. It After about an hour of traversal, you start seeing more and more. You can look down and see as you descend Mistral. It is at the top you see the building the entire building spanning the top between the two mountains, but you can look down and you see in its shadow you do see the buildings of Lower Mistral, essentially the underbelly of Mistral at its worst. You know that's where all the bad stuff flows from Mistral into Lower Mistral. It's not something that's frequently said, but you get the sense that anything negative in Mistral tends to flow down into its underbelly. You are now in an area where it's a lot plainer. Things are still very well kept. Mistral is still a very beautiful city. But the closer and closer you come to Lower Mistral, you start getting a more ominous feeling. You start seeing yes. You don't see as many colors. It's not like it's always raining, but there is definitely a lot of the spray from some of the waterfalls. It is a very humid area. If you're not used to it, it can feel kind of oppressive.
Doug, as a plain person, actually like really appreciates sort of the plainness aesthetically of Lower Mistral.
You would also appreciate that. You would probably also know a lot of the um, activity of clandestine and harsh organizations do find root in Lower Mistral. So even though Lower Mistral is still part of Mistral, it still has its own beauty to it. But as you continue on, the sense, it's not a sense of dread; it's a sense of unease that starts to build up in you. Only Carrion would have more confidence going into the Lower Mistral. During your 2 years of attending the academy, you wouldn't have been spending much time down there. But Carrion's behavior is not necessarily unfamiliar to you, but the confidence he has as he goes down is noteworthy, but it's not concerning.
Okay.
Um,
I think I just would follow Carrion's lead at this point. Since they seem to know where they're going, probably to get
Right.
to whatever underpass or whatever we're looking for.
Yes. So it does take a decent amount of time. So I would say about 2.5 hours after having left the academy, you do find yourselves on the lowest in the realm of Lower Mistral. There's a lot. The sun has now moved to a part of the sky where, at this point, it is going to be dark the rest of the day. The buildings themselves are very, very plain. Some of them that you pass are very run down. But you can, if you would like, you can start to investigate where you will try to start finding your way to wherever the what has taken place. But do you defer to Carrion leading you?
Definitely. Generally, yes, and definitely in this case.
Alva and Summer.
I have nothing against Carrion leading since, yeah.
And Summer.
I've just been kind of working on my hoverboard while Alpha kind of make sure I don't hit anything.
I'm just
Fair
trying my best to keep her out of trouble.
All right, Carrion, what would you like to do?
God damn. Can
So
I
you're gonna
grab
split the
Carrion by the
party?
hair and just drag him along?
I mean, fair enough. You do you want to leave the rest of your team in Lower Mistral, where they don't really know what they're doing, because they don't.
Why is that your
He's got a
solution to
point.
everything?
He's got a point.
He's not wrong, still.
That's fair. So,
So,
all right. So go ahead and explain to your team, and we can work it out from that way.
As you're after
On
you say
what? We
that,
don't even know where we're going. Well, could you at least like give us a map or something to where we're supposed to go?
Uh,
No, like aren't we just supposed to be going to like under a bridge to like?
so not really. So the way that it was explained to you was you're going to an area. You're going to Lower Mistral. You're trying to find the entry to this tunnel network, but it wasn't exactly sure where. It was very unclear.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
So
I see.
yes.
okay. Also, as after Karen says that, I say, can you also get like scrap parts or anything if possible? Thank you.
you
Thank
mind
you.
getting some grass for me while you're at it too, Carrion? I need some. I need some. I need some I need some hot, good quality grass, if you know what I mean. I, Gary, I know where the fuck you're going. Give me the good grass, or I'll. I don't know.
He wants the devil's
Give me-
lettuce.
What's
Give
that
me-
grass?
I grab Alva, put him back on the hoverboard, and tell him, lead me to fish now.
Okay, carry it. Carry it. I only need one confirmation from you at the very least. This contact of yours. You're not going to go gambling, are you?
Um, Doug, if you be so kind, Doug, could you give me a straight perception check?
Let's have a gay one.
Who?
Doug.
Oh, I will give
Oh,
you a
okay.
yes. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Oh my God.
This might be I might be thinking of that
Perception?
wrong. Yes, if I think you can just do perception. I'm just using that for right now because I can't think of anything else.
You could do
What-
investigation.
Or is that intuition?
You could do intuition.
Intuition.
It doesn't seem to be perception. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
intuition. That's it.
Okay. Roll intuition with advantage if they're both 17s.
Well done.
Bam.
So you're a fairly paranoid person.
Yes.
And going into an area like Lower Mistral, where you hear a lot of nasty things might happen, you would have at least heard that, you know, you would know to be on your guard. And you are. And you notice a couple about the next, I'll say, block down. You see behind a building, you see a fellow with a hat. You see he's just dressed all in black, and you see a green pair of glasses looking your way.
Um,
And he's looking
I'm
at Carrion.
I'm immediately going to like in my paranoia, I'm immediately gonna step in front of Carrion. Like
The moment you do that,
I know that Carrion can take care of himself.
Oh shit!
So-
Right, I said his name.
I'm the first one picking up on this.
Fuck.
I'm going
So-
to step in front of him.
the moment that you do that, he steps back into the alley.
I immediately lean down, so I've stepped in front of Carrion with my back to Carrion. I'm immediately turning around and looking at Carrion and looking down at them, and I'm like, did you see that? I look at him and it's sort of with the vibe of I'm not really down to talk about my character flaws right now. But what I'm really down for is to talk about who the guy that was just staring at you is. And why and what and are and
Paranoia.
Well,
Paranoia
Oh, yeah.
is justified in that scenario.
Doug, would you have described him?
yeah, absolutely, 100%. I would have turned and been like, "Did you see who that was?" And when Carrion said no, I would have described him in like as much detail as I could remember.
And so with that, Carrion, you would recognize you know that that's who you're looking for.
Okay, so
Guy that tell you gambling.
Doug is extremely distressed. The internal monologue of Doug right now is extremely distressed that there is no way that he can think of off the dome to let Carrion go, and also like track them at all times. Doug does not want to let Carrion out of his sight to follow this like mysterious individual into it, while on a mission specifically, follow this mysterious individual into a dark alley and not know where he is, but he's sort of going to step away from Carrion and sort of understand that it's Carrion's responsibility, but he's going to look at Carrion and be like, I do not like this. Like, this does not feel safe to me. Turn location sharing on.
Yay, I'm in charge. Everyone find me grass. Roger that. Okay, shall I mention your name or no? Okay. Shall I mention your name or no? Okay.
That is a no.
Okay. Fair, fair, fair. Hey Bellmaar, just out of curiosity, just in case shit takes a turn for the worse. Um, what sort of shit, what am I thinking of? Is it like dark or like full on bright?
So the sun is still shining, but it's most of Lower Mistral right now, because of the way the sun is hitting, is going to be in shadow. It's not dark, but it's not. You can still see well enough. You can still see well
Okay.
enough.
So well enough, shadowy. Got it. Good, good.
Yeah,
I
so
don't have
it's
to worry
essentially
then.
like if you're in the middle of the city and you see the sun is still out, but the buildings are just casting shadows everywhere. It's the same exact thing.
Okay, good. Anyway, who are these people carrying? Who must I go meet, or we meet? Okay. So they.
Leisure
Larry.
suit.
Okay. Hmm. Okay.
Maverick.
Hmm. I see. So how many enemies do you have around here?
I would.
Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah. That's, hmm.
One of the best.
Gambling is one of the
Uh,
best things to do down here. Is one of the worst pieces of advice I have ever heard.
yeah. Just a tad bit.
I love gambling.
It's just a tad.
While all that's going on, I put a little too much force and I flip my hoverboard and throw myself off.
Just for fun? Just like
Quick,
Or I
someone catch this
guess.
short stack.
I was trying to fix something.
Uh, so you actually see the same figure that dipped into the alley. You see him now in front of a face-planted Summer. Need help there, sweetheart? And that's where we'll end
Hey.
today.
I quickly back
Yes.
up to my hoverboard.
well, we're done.
Yes.
'Cause
So
it's 3:30.
yeah, so we have now reached the end of our episode 1 of the Grimm-moir. Our lovely RWBY TTRPG episode 1. So, I would say that we'll pick up here on Monday. It will be starting roughly around 4:30. It may end up being closer to 5, but should everything be done well, it will be starting in the evening around most of our usual stream times, I think.
Yeah.
EST?
Good, we're good. I'll probably
yes.
stream like earlier that day in general, but yeah, I can make that work.
Yes. So yes.
Also, that's EST, right?
Yes.
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 Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that should work for me. That would be the
EST.
2:30, 2 to 3 between that time for me.
Yes. And if we need to go a little bit later for start time, do not be afraid to say anything.
Noted.
Yeah. So, thank you everyone who from all of our shared chats. Thank you all very much for watching. This has been a very fun episode 1. I'm sure the players all had a decent amount of fun as well.
Yes.
But let me not speak.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yes.
I can't wait for
It's
Mondays
going
now.
to get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's
So-
going to be like the repeat at set time now?
Yeah, so it's probably going to be the going forward, probably Mondays starting between 4:30 and 5. Probably meeting up at 4:30 and then going into 5. Starting at 5. So we and we definitely have a lot more time to work with then. So sessions will be a little bit longer. If we find that a few hours actually works better than a full 5 hours as opposed to, or 4 hours as opposed to 3.5, I think we can mess with that as time goes on. But that about does it for today. Again, thank you everyone very much for watching. Outro, I have been the Bellmaar. These have been my lovely players. If you would like to go one at a time.
All right. This is a big Knowah has been dug. I'll see y'all next time I play.
Thanks so
That's
much,
it for me.
guy. I will probably continue streaming after this.
And finally,
Alva?
Yes. This is Alva to go, and I hope you all have a great day and fabulous day.
yes, thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you all on Monday. And
Yeah.
we'll all raid into summer then.
Into the summer.